live.
Welcome back, I guess, to some of you from DynastyWise. Here at 2 Mules Tavern.
Yeah.
On Veterans Day, we're trying to raise some money. Raise some money for Camp Hope. We're going to be discussing some Dynasty happenings as they happen.
Really exciting. I'm excited. We're excited. Oh, by the way, Eric Ebron, we can go ahead and start that off.
Yeah. Put him in now.
I hope you started Ebron.
If you're the commissioner, he's on your team. Just slide it in right there. You got the power to do it. But yes, we are here at 2 Mules Tavern. It's across the I-45 Spring High School. There are Popeyes right there. Of course, we mentioned Popeyes. Everyone used to read this. And hey, we are going to be collecting the vets today. God bless them. They do jobs that don't do for any number of reasons. I see a lot of people talk shit about our vets, but similar as you talk shit about cops, really, well, go sign up. Yeah, go sign up. Go be a personnel in the military, or go be a cop if you think the job's easy. Just pick them apart. But it's today, Veterans Day. Pat, thank you for your service. Joe over there, Davey. Is upset.
We having complications? Are we good?
Oh.
All right.
Did we plug in the mics? That's always a big question. And Spencer's walking
I'm
away.
actually going to sneak over and grab something real quick.
Okay. I will keep talking. But anyway, 2 Mules is right off Hallsworth and Cypresswood, I believe. We'd love to have you guys come out. Just come hang out with us. Donate. Look, donate a penny. Whatever you want to give, come donate. 2 Mules, the second drink, that will go to our donations, and we're doing it for Camp Hope, which is a very a great place where they actually take care of the vets who have PTSD. You've seen it in the news, problems with PTSD. Our soldiers need our help. Soldiers, Marine, sailors, seamen, coasties,
Coasties or seamen?
Yeah, so they need our help. Look, I hear people argue politics that this side doesn't take care of our vets. I hear people arguing this side doesn't take care of vets. Well, you know what? We're going to do our best to take care of our vets. That's what DynastyWise is. DynastyWise, we love our city, we love our town. We want to make a positive impact here. Yes, fantasy football. Yes, we got a bunch of shows for y'all to listen to on KTXF on the TuneIn app. But today it's going to be about the vets.
Yeah, and some of you may have caught our early morning show where we got into great detail about some of your sit-em stardoms in fantasy football. It was a great time. They opened up they let us come in a little early and set up, so we actually did the radio from here, which was great. And then we're rolling right almost directly into this. At least we're going to be here with you guys for a couple hours. So we honestly, man, we're going to open it up, I think, this time. We can talk fantasy if you guys want. You guys can send questions. We'll talk football, but I don't care if you guys want to come in and message something off the wall of Bigfoot, aliens, movies, shows.
Cold beer.
We can talk beer. We do a lot of breweries, too. We just did Twisted Acre not too long ago.
Yeah,
that was great.
Place. Great couple. Family-owned, small business. That's who you want to support.
That's who we support. That's who we are. And that's why we're
Small
here
business.
at 2 Mules Tavern. I wish you do a telethon.
We should.
We'll get this lady who's going to do karaoke.
If you would, I got it. You want to turn a little bit? Here, Clay, you want to scoot towards me, man?
Get a little bit closer.
Not really. I don't.
Don't
really
be
want
shy.
Stop doing that.
Who?
Clay.
Get a little bit closer with Arid Extra Dry. Wait, they're not paying them.
Right. We have a few veterans here with us.
I mentioned Pat
Yeah.
and Joe.
Well, I
Devin.
served, but
Devin?
I signed the dotted line. That's
Is
all
Devin a Marine?
Yeah, he was a Marine.
Yep.
Yep.
And look where that got him, a bartender. Where Marines are happy at the bar.
I was going to say,
That's not a put down. That's where they want to be. I love these three old men right here. You know they're vets.
Yeah, Drew Brees having a hell of a game today, by the way. It's just, the guy's a monster. He's gone to Michael Thomas 800 times today, and Alvin Kamara's got 3,000
Dude, they
rushing
keep
yards.
playing their
That's what I
backup
would do.
quarterback. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The
Why not?
Texans should play Joe Webb more like that.
They had him a lot last week,
Yeah.
spread out. With the injury at wide receiver, what's going?
I-
Oh, right.
Well, he's a quarterback. You can't make those
That's
things.
true.
Yeah,
Hello, sir.
Disadvantage.
I guess he didn't hear me because he's old.
I like it
No.
because
He heard you because he turned around and looked at you.
Yeah.
he's like, I want no part of that.
Yes, he does.
So we got some exciting football already going on in these early games. A lot of scoring.
Little bit of high scoring. Definitely this Cincinnati New Orleans game.
Yeah, that's the main one we're catching right now. Unfortunately,
Oh, Kamara.
Kamara,
He's
nasty.
just a beast,
Yeah.
dude. He's not as big. He's not like Earl Campbell beast. He's just a beast.
Yeah, he fights for every yard.
There's the honey badger and then there's the Kamara badger.
Spence, if you want to get on, man, we got an open mic.
Chelsea, you want to join the conversation?
Chelsea, come on.
We can talk baby names on air.
We can't. Oh my God, please. Bartholomew.
I'm going for Cletus right now.
Cletus is good. Cletus Joe. Cletus Joe McHutchins
And
Moore.
If it's a woman, if it's a little girl, I'm thinking Clementine.
Clement. Oh, so cute.
And if we have twins, Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh.
Nice.
A little history note of Spring, Texas. They did not come down here and shoot up that bank building in Old Town Spring. The
They
stories go that they did, but they never came down
I
this
don't
far.
know.
I'm sorry to run it.
No, let's go with that. They did.
All right. They came
Don't
down
be
here.
That
and they
guy,
shot.
Jeff.
I'm
Remember,
sorry.
This is about the veterans.
That's going to be our escape plan every time from here on out.
Okay. Everything we lie about today, well, it's for the vets.
Yeah.
You really going to yell at me?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's for the vets.
Yeah, that's right.
So I punched this kid the other day for the vets.
Yeah.
It,
If it's for the vets, you know.
Well,
Someone's got to teach them what it is.
Trust me, I can tell you right now, right off the top of my head, there's been plenty of times a vet has wanted to punch a kid that has gotten out of line or wanted to say, dude, get him in line. This is, your kid's stupid.
Yeah.
One of the best things I ever saw on the internet, I don't know if it was a vet, but this kid, he had one of those little kiddie carts at the grocery store, and he kept ramming the guy in front of him, and you could see the guy, like you can't see the guy, the camera's on the kid, and the guy's like doing this, the mother doesn't do anything, so he like reaches down in the kid's little kiddie cart, and he pulls out the milk, he opens it up, just pours it on the kid. I was like, that's my hero.
It's,
Not all heroes wear capes.
No, they don't. That's one of the best ways to respond to it, is by just doing something off the wall that they're not expecting.
Right?
Something just happened.
Saints fan, he didn't get in.
No.
That's good. Where's Kamara? Why ain't he on the field?
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Watson. Oh.
Oh, he took out a couple cameramen. Doesn't even check if they're okay.
No, he's a good Christian. You don't check if they're okay.
that was for the vets.
That was for the vets. That's right. He's trying to do the old Tim Tebow there. It looked like, jump up.
Jump shot.
Hiya. And nope.
No, that's on your receivers. Is that a tight end? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Benjamin
Watson.
That's on Watson right there. Yeah.
He should
See?
have caught that.
Yep, right there.
Hand, but hit both hands. That
Joe
was
said he's glad he didn't catch
that
it.
was
He
a
must be
ca-
playing against Ben Watson.
that was a
Hey, let-
catchable ball for
Let's
sure.
give it down over there. Give it down over there.
Hey, we're on this TV at our ends at a delay. Kamara, woo!
Woo! Now we yell, they look.
Yeah. Well,
Our
we knew-
TV's on delay.
we knew Kamara had a lot of potential. In case you're just now chiming in, we are live from the Two Mules Tavern here in Spring, Texas. Right across, we're right at Holsworth and Cypress Road, across the street from Popeyes. Man, Popeyes. We're going to them to see if they want to advertise for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, will
definitely.
y'all please stop saying that name of the good chicken on air?
Popeyes?
Dude, I'm getting Popeyes today. We've been talking about it so much, dude. It's so good.
$5 says she's gonna want to stop at Popeyes on the way home.
Because she's a great lady.
Yeah, I hope so.
Anyone who loves Popeyes is a great person.
Yeah.
But anyway, Two Mules. I mean, this is a great place. You got darts here. They get serious about darts, from what I heard. But it's a good place to come. They got pool tables over there. They got, I guess those are non-gambling machines over there, little slots that don't pay out. Am I right, Spencer? They have slot machines. Fun machines. I see some popcorn popping. And, of course, Devin, the bartender, he's a great guy. But this is a great place to come out and hang out. They got like 10, 11 TVs. they're more than willing to put the show, whatever game you want on. So come on down to Two Mules. It's just off Hallsworth and Cypress Woods right there in the corner. We got a Jack in the Box this way and Popeyes that way.
And, of course, if you're just chiming in also, we're going to be talking a lot of fantasy stuff as we get going and all that. We had our Houston Preeminence on the TuneIn app, the Houston Preeminence KTXF this morning. We got into a lot of detail of fantasy. This one is going to be a lot more fun, and we're going to leave this one a little bit more open. We're going to talk fantasy. We're going to talk football. And, again, unfortunately, our Houston Texans are on bye this week, which we felt like this was perfect fall football weather.
It really is.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
If we didn't have a radio show, we would have been out there playing football.
I think so.
I wouldn't.
Well, that's because you're Jeff. And
I'm old, fat, shoulder hurts. Pat can't be playing football either. He's hurt.
I can do whatever I want.
Okay. All right.
wow.
Let's talk about a disappointment. It's No Shave November, and Spencer shaved.
I think he shaved on Halloween.
But I don't think it was.
He scared the out of me when I saw him.
When he came walking into the DynastyWise North Studios, he came in like that shit-eating grin, like, hey guys.
Who is this weirdo?
Like he was like I hope the guys like it. He had that positive smile. I just want to punch him right in the face with it.
In the face, man.
In the face.
But it's pretty exciting. Like I said, we got a big Saint 28-7. They're already running it up.
They really are.
It's got potential still to be a shootout. They just got to Bengals have got to get their offense going. That's a good snag.
If they don't get it going, then it's definitely going to be a great day for Ingram and Kamara owners.
I thought both, not the same league, but I thought they were both good plays this week, and I did think this would be a shootout.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I thought this would be
Whoa.
a shootout, but
Yeah,
it's one-sided.
Yeah,
All the
it's
points are on
completely
one
one-sided round. We were expecting it to. Honestly, this was one of the games I thought for sure would be a shootout. Now, granted, we're still just in the second quarter. We're not quite into halftime yet.
I think I have a minute.
I'm sorry. Does anyone know this guy?
Yeah. Hey,
Sir?
No,
he's just.
There's another drunk.
Welcome to the
Oh,
party.
no.
In case you are just now chiming in, this is Colin. It's a partner in Two Mules Tavern, or is it a co-owner?
Co-owner. Yes,
Co-owner.
Co-owner.
Okay, cool.
First off, let's thank. I'm sorry, Pat. I cut you off.
No,
My
go
bad.
ahead. Be the dick.
Okay. Look
That's my
what
job.
Mike he's got, guys. You know what I'm talking about.
That's all right. That's why we keep it. As
Get
a guest.
closer. Anyway, hey, Colin. All kidding aside, we want to thank you for having us again.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
Every
a
time.
great place. We're out here for the vets, and you had made you had said something like everyone's second dream is going to go straight to the vets, to Camp Hope.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Absolutely.
I mean, can't thank you enough. People, it's places like this that give, and like he's not even asking. You didn't ask us for anything or whatever. You didn't ask for advertising, anything. You just made that offer. And again, these are the places that DynastyWise like, just good places. This is a great place. As we said, they got darts, 10, 11 TVs, pool table over there. Joe's drunk over there on the ground. I'm just kidding. But, but thank you, Colin. We appreciate you very much, sir.
No. Anytime. You guys do a great job, and we appreciate having you.
Absolutely.
We do a good job, don't we, Colin?
Well, 2 out of 3.
Unfortunately, this week the Texans are on bye, which sucks. But hey, we still got some good football going on, and we're rolling in. I mean, obviously, we're kind of keeping an eye on the Saints-Bengals game right now. Going deep.
Interception.
Yeah,
Interception.
yep.
Clay
He
called
left.
it.
He left it
You
hanging.
looked over there at the TV that's not delayed.
Yes. It's like living in the future. I should make bets.
I think, yeah,
He left it hanging, man.
He could go all the. No.
he could. That's like the old Giants broadcaster. He says, he's at the 20. He's at the 15. He's going to go. And like all the gamblers are like, oh, and then he's like, this is brought to you by Old Spice. Like, whoa. He could. Down at the 10. No. You're from New York, correct? Or where are you from again?
Grew up in New York, but actually I grew up in Katy. Dalton actually went to my high school.
Oh, okay.
Did you beat him up a lot?
I think I'm a couple minutes older.
Are you?
A couple of minutes.
You're so young. You're so young looking, sir. What is it? What makes you stay young?
Sitting in a bar 80 hours a week.
Does it?
It's like a fountain of youth.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I thought for sure. I thought for sure that may have gone the opposite direction, but hey, dude, what works for some people,
Science.
that's it.
For the
Science, bitches.
You know,
Now, I don't need that because my mom told me I'm the most handsomest boy in Spring, Texas. So I
You
don't.
know, moms don't lie except yours.
What?
slipped it in there. No,
You better watch it. Or I'm gonna tell you what mic you're on. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, we got in there. Is that Mike? Is that Thomas again?
I knew he
Jesus
was gonna find him
Christ.
again.
All right, so this is turning into a Pittsburgh Carolina game. It's definitely a shootout, but it's very, very one-sided.
One-sided. There's
I-
42 points.
You guys looked at the Chicago score yet?
No,
What is it?
They're blowing them out, too.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow. My buddy's actually happy about that. Damn Bears fan.
I know, and he's playing me in fantasy football. He started like 18 of them. I'm like, I didn't know you had 18 slots to start. What the
Well,
hell?
well, they're all getting some right now.
Yeah, they are. I'm not even checking it. But, Colin, I love you, man. You're a great guy, but you got to explain this bottom to me. Shorts and what?
When you got to get here at 6 o'clock in the morning to open the door for you guys.
That's true.
Yeah, I just honestly just threw some shorts on over some overalls or whatever those are called, underwear.
Underwear?
And stayed warm. It was cold this
In
morning.
some
I'm sure it
circles, they
was.
call them leggings.
I'm not in that circle.
That's fair.
And I know you want to talk with this cold weather, hockey.
Honestly, I haven't gotten to see
Oh,
much
really?
this season. I really haven't. I know Connor McDavid has nobody to pass to, but somehow still pulling it off. Crosby started slow. Washington looks all right. Honestly, I have not gotten to see a lot of it yet this year.
Ovechkin?
I've been a little busy. Yeah, Ovechkin's. I'm not just not a fan. I'm a Pittsburgh guy, so now.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about hockey in Houston?
I don't know if we'd support it. I'd love it. I'd support it. I don't know how many other people would.
There's actually a lot of people calling in about it on a lot talk about O'Brien because they think for Tita to do that just bought the Rockets. They think he's gonna.
Oh yeah,
I think he wants to.
Yeah, Tillman. I mean, he's got the money. Well, actually, my understanding is buying the Rockets made him a little cash poor, and he's still insanely rich. But he's a little cash poor. He put a lot of cash into that.
Yeah, I mean it was expensive over $2 billion. I mean, I don't know.
Wow.
Just to get it by yourself though is enough. But
And he just spent that money and he's still rich. Like holy shit. I went in on that club.
don't we all?
How long have you been in Houston? Were you in here like the 80s or 90s or whatever?
I moved to Houston originally in like '84.
Okay,
and been in and out my adult life. I consulted a lot and traveled a lot, and companies moved me around a lot. So it's in and out. But I always wanted back here.
Oh, okay. Really cool, man. Yeah, because I didn't play like in a league, but the only place you could play hockey back in the 80s was Sharpstown Ice Center.
And it's still there.
Is it still there?
It's still there. They actually redid the roof. They had a problem where I used to play there a lot.
I played
They used to
there.
have if it rained, you'd
Yeah.
have holes in the ice, and they'd put a cone over it. So you had to play a hockey game around cones. So
I don't remember that, but like I had a friend named Ryan Miller, and his whole family they all played hockey. His oldest brother almost made the U.S. Olympic team, but I would just go down there with him, and it was too expensive to play even back then. You know, I just had a single mother; she couldn't afford it. But but then like after they done their practices and everything, you know, they would just give me gear and let me play. You know, for some reason I could never roller skate, but I've always been good on ice. I do not understand it.
very different sight.
You know.
Very
Yeah.
different.
But then this guy became like we played with rollerblades.
Oh,
and
yeah.
old Patrick, you know, the Russian Rocket, he became the American Rocket, man. He just speeding up and down, man.
That was that was a millennia ago, man.
It was a long time ago. He can't do that all
I've
now.
lost a step.
Right. Huh? He lost the skate.
That's right.
You know.
That was cool. I remember splitting my eye open. That's where they split me open right on the eyebrow. Stick came up, popped me.
And we didn't care if we got hurt. It's hockey. We're tough. We get up, broken arm, you know, whatever.
A little bit of super glue, you're right back in.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they would do.
Line
man.
change.
Yep, they would miss. They would get stitches and not miss a line change. It was great.
No. These are not real.
Really?
Oh no.
I was gonna say those are pretty.
Yeah, that's an awful lot of work. That's an awful lot of work. I took a slap shot straight on.
You took a what?
Slap shot straight on.
Oh, really?
Lost 3, and my upper lip was torn from here to here.
Oh, wow.
I just hit it with a stapler and sent me right back out.
Oh man, no shit. That's
Yeah,
pretty
right,
intense,
just
dude.
Click, 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 click. Go get him, dude.
Was it you trying to stop a goal, or was it just?
No, it was me trying to screen a goalie.
Oh, was it okay?
Did not work.
Oh no,
No.
didn't get out of the way in time.
turned right into it.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, because back then they didn't wear the full face or anything like that. Or not.
After that, I did.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, that's a lot of them, man. Even you're seeing a lot of, like, even in the rodeo, stuff like that. A lot of them are wearing the flag vest and the gear now because they're at least extending their career. I mean, it's just like in hockey, man. Those injuries and all that, you see them, they're all broken down after years of being on the skates and all that. But then again, you see some old men that are still able to move around.
Gordie Howe played into his 70s.
I know, that's amazing, isn't it?
I met Gordie Howe once. Gordie Howe was the nuttiest. He was a man's man.
Oh,
there
really?
was nothing like Gordie Howe.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's pretty neat, though, because, he's an icon in the sport.
Oh, he's an icon in any sport.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those transcendent names that just goes beyond. He's the Michael, one of the Michael Jordans or Wayne Gretzky, of course, to stay on that. But
well, he actually played Houston.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was on the original Arrows.
That's cool, man. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I've always been curious. I know Houston as a whole is trying to get into more sports. I know rugby's coming. Hockey games on TV, they're great. I enjoy them on TV, but going to a hockey game is a totally different experience.
Have you made a rugby game yet?
No, I haven't. I've been wanting to.
Way out in Sugar Land, yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of the team, but
I can't remember either.
I have an Australian friend that actually has a skybox, and we went out there, and then you get off that, and you get to all, like, they have a buffet and then afterwards, and you get to meet the players.
Oh, that's cool.
Those dudes are huge.
Yeah, they honestly, they are massive guys, and they run a lot.
Oh, my God.
You don't realize how much they actually run, and those guys are moving.
Yeah, no, I was like standing there talking to one, and I was like, wow, dude, you're a big guy. And I was like, dude, I'm the smallest guy on the team. And then I looked around, I was like, wow.
That's insane.
And he had to be 240 and 6'3". I mean, he was just shoulders like this.
Rugby.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we were talking about Houston.
Hey, Pat.
You know the name of the Houston rugby team? Yeah.
You recognize this guy?
Yeah, I do. I saw him when he came over.
Oh, okay.
Are they the Sabertooths or
Sabertooth.
Saber Tigers?
I'll
Something
catch
like
up
that?
with
Sabercats.
he was like,
Sabercats.
yeah, man. He was little.
They're
I'm
right,
sorry, we're right in the middle of
they're
it.
right here. in the
I'm
Woodlands.
sorry, my
Yeah,
God.
you're good.
They play out of the Woodlands, though, I think.
No. They coach in the Woodlands, but they actually play out in Sugar Land.
Oh, okay.
If you haven't been, honestly, anybody listening, I'm telling you, go to a game. It's actually not
I'm-
expensive. It's a lot of fun.
Honestly, hey, all bullshit aside, Chad gives me a lot of crap about MLS, the Dynamo.
Yeah.
My son got in Dynamo. We got discounted prices to go to a game. I was like, all right, I'll go check it out. I fell
It's
in
a
love,
blast.
dude. I fell in love with it. It's a great night out. It's not super expensive. It's entertaining, dude. I found myself, jumping out of my seat on a corner kick and getting into it, and it's just there's an atmosphere to it. And that's what I imagine rugby doing because there's a lot of chances of scoring.
Once you get the rules,
Yeah.
it's so much fun. But I mean, soccer. Once they moved it out of U of H Stadium, it's a great game. I mean,
Yeah.
the new stadium, Dynamo, it's awesome.
See, that's what I've always been excited about. And I do want to check a rugby game because that's the mix of all of it. Just it's high speed, it's full contact. I mean, it's intensive. When I found out Houston was getting a team, I got super excited, at least to be able to check it out.
No, if you get a chance, actually, I mean, if you get, I think I still have one of their numbers, but if you can get the ticket that gets you up on the mezzanine where they do a buffet and then drinks and meet and greet thing afterwards.
Yeah.
And get in there and just talk to the guys. I'm sure you could probably even get some of them on there.
Actually-
They're all British and Australian, but I mean,
See, well, no, and that'd be great to, that'd be
Boy,
awesome.
my brothers.
Yeah, that'd be great to get some of them on. That's actually a good idea, man. I think we're going to reach out to some of them because I know we had talked to Dynamo, and Dynamo doesn't, it's not like, NFL or football that has a huge following. There's a bunch of people doing kind of what we're doing. That's what we've talked about, too, is getting into some of these, I hate to say niche sports because they're not, because they're huge all over the world.
They are.
They're just so small here because, football and baseball and basketball have kind of dominated the major sports scene. But, over at Houston Preeminence, that's what they're doing a lot of, is doing a lot of high school. They're doing even high school coverage and stuff like that, which is neat. They're getting real in-depth to the Houston sports, and that's what we're really trying to do and try to expand. And that's actually a great suggestion. I think we're going to do that for sure.
Nice. I'll see if I still have his number. I can
Oh, yeah,
check
that'd
into
be-
that, or I can also talk to, like I said, my friend Paul.
Okay.
He's a season ticket holder. I think he played college.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's a huge fan, huge supporter. He knows all the guys, so I can see if maybe he can get you in touch with somebody.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
because
can bring them on up here or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to need a bigger table and chair, and do not pay their bar tab.
I'm
telling you right
not
now.
going to do it. Nope. Not going to do it.
Yeah, scratch that.
You guys are on your own.
Yeah,
And that's one of those tough ones, being a guest on the show and stuff like that. It's like, all right, here's the deal, guys. We're going to lay it out beforehand. We'll do a 2-drink limit. 2 drinks.
That's just 1, 2.
That's
for
his
that.
warm-up, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I offered to buy a round, and no.
Oh, yeah. No, it gets they'll put it on you pretty quick, man, because there's some big boys, man. And I'm sure they can put it down, and they travel all over. And like you said, a lot of them are British and Australian. And
Yeah, actually, I did not meet an American on the team, which I suppose shouldn't surprise me.
No, I shouldn't. I mean, like we were talking about before, it's such a big sport and all over the world that, both that and soccer, that it's hard for us to comprehend how big it really is.
Well, it's like when I was a kid, I was a hockey player. I'm 5'9", 175, and back then that was a hockey player. When I was in my early 20s and rugby really kind of started coming into the city, I had a lot of friends like, dude, you played hockey, you should come do this, you'd love it. I mean, come play. And then I looked at the players, and like now, and I'm like, that's not the guys that were on the field then.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no, all I see is broken bones and an awful lot of my wife yelling at me on why did I do this. So,
right. Yeah. That's usually how it goes. I guess we'll welcome on Miss Carly. Hey, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
How are you liking the Bears game so far?
It's going great.
Yeah. What? We actually haven't had a chance to watch it. I've been trying to keep off my phone. What's going on over there? What's the score?
I don't know. I think it's 35-0.
Oh, Jesus, they are blowing it out.
Killing them.
Who's been scoring?
Coheen.
Okay,
And
Coheen's
got
getting.
something on the defense.
Okay, Coheen's getting after it, huh?
Yes.
The wrong gesture, Spence.
But yes, so I have like a silly question, but I
No,
always
come
do
on
this
with it.
my family.
All right.
So what are y'all's predictions for like Super Bowl? And like, who do y'all think is gonna take
The Super
gonna go
Bowl.
to Super Bowl? Yeah.
We're going to start with not the Bears.
Oh, brutal, brutal. It's gonna be
It's giving me blue. I don't know.
well.
Okay.
The way, I mean, I'll tell you what, I like, so far from the NFC, I mean, you can't really argue the Rams or the New Orleans Saints. I think those are the two teams. That's honestly the biggest call for the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, and we already saw the Saints win that one, so I guess they'd be the lead favorite for me.
Yeah, who do you like, and who do you like in the AFC? I mean, you almost have to put the Patriots in there just off of principle.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be Patriots KC.
You think it's going to be Patriots KC?
Who else?
Yeah.
Alex Smith.
No.
They're having a great season. They're clicking on all cylinders. It's kind of hard to say they're not going to be in the show.
Yeah. And you think the AFC Championship game is going to be Patriots KC?
That's going to be tough. I think so. I don't know. I want to say I want the hometown team, the Texans, to make it, but it's hard to pick one.
It's just Kansas City's just so damn hot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're almost untouchable. I mean, that's a tough. I mean, so I mean,
What's up, boys?
No Bears.
no, I don't. The Bears are putting something together. I think they're still. I'm not saying they're not contenders. I think they're still a couple years away. I'm not. I think that they probably have a good shot at making the playoffs. Clay, you guys concur with that?
Yes.
Yep. But going all the way. Hey, if they do it, I'm gonna be happy for you. But that's about it.
I think they're missing one or two pieces, and I think they would have to put together a miracle run to get through the playoffs, through who they'd have to beat.
Yeah, they've built up a solid defense. I like what they're doing on defense for sure. I think they're missing that true wide receiver. I think I think they've got it in the running backs, what they're doing over there. But the wide receiver is kind of what I'm a little bit scared of.
So Pat, you said Kansas City and
I like the Kansas. I actually like Kansas City and the Saints.
Kansas City and Saints. Clay.
Saints.
What?
I got to stick to my earlier predictions of the year. Saints, Texans in the Super Bowl. I can't
You
retract.
can't say the Texans.
I can't retract my statement. I'm not a sellout like Pat.
I never said the Texans were going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I don't
Texans
sell
to
out
the
on
Super
other
Bowl.
things
Clay
either.
is.
What are you talking about?
The stud of Evan Ingram.
I stuck by him.
Oh.
I
now
stuck
you
by him.
did.
No, I did the whole time. I said an honorable mention was Njoku because of the matchup. I went back on record. Hey, I checked the radio. It's saved.
All right, we can't do this.
No,
live, right?
we'll take a break here in a
What
second.
about the Steelers?
I don't think that the Steelers always hit that road bump.
Right.
They always do. So
They always end up facing the Patriots.
and then that's the bump they don't get past. I'd actually go Patriots Rams. I think the Rams got to look at it, and now they know what to beat. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Pa-
going to be another good game if that's what. Man.
No, I mean-
historically speaking, when two teams meet in the regular season and then meet again in the playoffs, it flips. because
Yeah.
they get an idea of him.
You've got a little bit
know
more
who they're going.
film. Yeah, you get a
Yep.
little bit more film, and you kind of saw some of the tactics, how they adjusted. So you can. It's kind of weird saying it, but you can kind of adjust how they adjust.
Yes.
You know, because
And you won, so you're not making the right adjustments.
Yeah.
They lost, and they're saying, okay, we lost this because of this.
what always scares me is the Patriots going into. You know, you get the first half. You kind of see the Patriots in the first half, but they adjust so well in the second half that they're just demoralizing a lot of the times, and that's what. You know, is, I mean, but then you got the Saints running up 35-7 on the Bengals in the almost the first quarter. Call. And we got Adam jumping on, also known a.k.a. Henry.
I'm glad they switch out. I don't think we can have two Bear fans on at the same
That's too
time.
much.
Well, that's their entire fan base.
Oh, God.
Ouch. Ouch.
That was funny. I wasn't expecting it from you.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Only heard a little. Only heard a little.
Well, Carly was giving us a little bit of detail on the Bears game, man. We haven't had a chance to really look at it or anything like that. What's been cooking over there?
Oh, Biscuits lighting them up, honestly, and that defense got one takeaway already, resulted in a touchdown. And Biscuits looking good. I already said it, but
Yeah, the Biscuits has actually been looking pretty good all around, man. I got a couple people I got to say hi to online that have said hello, Aunt Karen. Nice to see you. Hey, Daniel, thanks for checking in. Ricardo, man. Hey, I agree with you, man. The Titans did come to play, man. And the Saints are rolling on the Bengals. Thank you guys for the comments. Patriots versus Kansas City. Oh, yeah, Ricardo's giving us shit already about he said, you boys forget about the Steelers. Now, that was the comment on it. They're coming together. Their defense, though, is suspect to me.
Yeah, that's
You've
not
got
a
to
championship defense over there.
no, I don't see them making far in the playoffs whatsoever.
their offense.
Team
I
as it is.
yeah. Their offense has been putting it up. I can't argue with what they're doing with the wide receivers, and James Conner stepped up in the role. It's just their defense is suspect to me. Ricardo, thank you again for checking in, man. Keep listening.
See, actually, if you picked up the O-line from Pittsburgh and put it on Houston, I'd agree with you. So that's our biggest flaw.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. But they're doing what they can.
Yeah, and we've kind of we've talked about it multiple times in the past. So with the O-line, we want Watson to be running because he wants to or he chooses to, not instead of he has to. Because when he has to, I feel like that's when some of the mistakes are made or possible. Opens himself up to injuries. Yeah.
He's going to turn himself into another David Carr.
Yeah.
So
I think
he's just going to hit too much
and
then start pulling the trigger too fast.
they've got to start building it around him. They did a great move. Honestly, I am super excited about Demaryius Thomas coming.
No, as am I. I thought that was a great move. He was a little bit more productive than I thought what he would be in that first game, but now they have a bye week. Learn the offense a little bit. Him, Hopkins, and I think Cote's going to benefit the most in the slide as long as his hamstring good to go.
In the long term, absolutely. That's what's exciting about it because you've got Demaryius Thomas and you've also got DeAndre Hopkins, two of the most durable wide receivers in the game right now. Demaryius Thomas, I think next week will be like 117 or 118 game straight starts. DeAndre Hopkins would be in the 90s if they wouldn't have sat him his last season game, week 17.
He just went ahead and he's like,
what's the point?
Yeah, we're 4-12. I mean,
yeah,
I got to risk injury. You can't blame the dude, really. I mean,
no, you can't. I mean, we already had Watson out.
I think Bree should throw it to Bryant more. Just saying.
Why not?
As long as he feeds Kamara or Ingram, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I know. In a couple weeks ago, I know it's kind of late in the game, but Todd Gurley not getting that last touchdown for fantasy owners, they were pretty ticked off. I was like, dude, the guy's got like 3 touchdowns and 200 yards all purpose. I was like, dude, come on, let it go. But they wanted to really stack it on. I mean, but that's another running back that just came on the scene with just fury.
Yes.
He did have that sophomore slump, though.
He did.
He came out
there was a
strong
dip.
rookie season, and then sophomore year came around, nowhere, and then all of a sudden, he's scoring 3 touchdowns a
Jeff
game.
Fisher effect.
Do
Yeah,
you,
you
do you
know,
actually
that'll do that too.
do you believe that a player's career is defined by their sophomore season?
No.
Really? Like rookie, you come in, you're all adrenaline. Sophomore year shows you what you are. So, I mean,
to me, I've always looked at the third year being the most important, to be honest, because the first year, offenses, they don't really know what to expect as you get worked in. So a lot of times those are a little bit inflated. Second year is usually the sophomore year slump. But that third year, if I see you rebound, come back, I know you're willing to grow, you can adjust, and you have a potential to, be a true, starter in the NFL. However, if they kind of die off, which we've seen like multiple players, look at, I'll just use Derrick Henry, for example. I think he's been around a few more years or a couple more years. But either way, he just kind of came in came on the scene. He had such potential, and then he's just kind of slowly dying off. I mean, I always look at that third year as kind of a bar. It's like taking the average of the three, and it's like, okay, he's got potential, and that's where Todd Gurley came on the scene and kind of had that slump. Came back, and it's like, all right, the guy's a monster. He's a gamer.
He's a fantasy gold mine.
Yes, he is.
Running back.
And he's sitting on a team in our main league right now that is garbage.
I'm
So
gonna trade for him.
good luck.
Yeah, Roland doesn't like me. He'll never let me get there.
Especially a division rival. Well, no, that's a wrong term. Rival, because you're at, 7-1 in our league.
Yeah.
Sorry, Roland.
Well,
You suck.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Adam. Rolling with the Bears, man. What's going on with Jordan Howard and the Coheen situation over there, man? That used to be a great 1-2 punch, and now it's just kind of a one punch that works. Coheen's taking over that role, but
Well, you see, Howard is still getting his carries though. Later towards games, especially towards when the weather's not ideal, we're gonna be using him a lot more. Last week we went them. I think he got close to 20 carries, and he went off. He got two touchdowns, not many yardage, but you know what? They're doing what works over there in Chicago. It's not gonna be patting the stats. They're gonna be trying to win games.
yeah, and that's kind of been my thing because Jordan Howard has been a big producer for him for a long time, and like you said,
He's a workhorse, just run it down your throat kind of guy.
Yeah, and I mean that's what you want to see. And like I said, I know there's kind of been a little drop off in his production. Now we're starting to hit the point. These are the times where the veterans. I feel like this is when the veterans start feasting. Really, as as we get to the week 10s and past, that's when your veterans that understand how long the season really is. That's when they get hungry, and then that's when they're going to start showing.
Yep, I feel like Jordan Howard would have a big play into that.
Colin, you're more of the Texans fan out of the two Mule owners, correct?
Yeah. Oh no. I'm the Texan fan of the two. owners. Yeah. No. He's all Cowboys. All Cowboys. All Cowboys.
Oh man.
He's eased up a little bit. We used to be a little bit of a.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, you couldn't say a word. Not a word. Now.
We almost call that the standard Cowboys fan, to where it's like they will never admit that they had a. I've had a couple. It's like, oh, they just had a bad game, but then they go on about how they're the greatest team ever, and it's like, man. And, of course, the Cowboys, Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman days come up in almost every conversation. It's like, come on, man, that was 20 years ago. We're good. Let's move forward, and let's have the discussions about today.
I remember junior high, too. Yeah.
That's it, man. That's exactly it. It's like, dude, man, we've all moved past it. And that's what we were talking about earlier. Even as Astros fans, we won the World Series last year, and I don't even really talk about it anymore. I mean,
Cubs 2 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. And how often do you talk about the Cubs World Championships?
Not much.
Say again?
Go Cubs, go.
Hey, hey, support your team. I'm all about it. We were talking about the championships and all that, and how they, you give it a couple years as kind of a 2-year, 3-year buffer, and then after that, it's like, all right, let's start moving on, because it's almost, and usually it's almost a completely different team after that.
Did you think the Dodgers were going to take it all? Or
Definitely not.
No.
I didn't think so. I mean, I obviously was disappointed the Astros weren't in there. I felt like
whoever came out of the American League is going to win it all.
I had it the whole time.
Yeah, I thought so too. I honestly thought the Indians, Astros, to me, if they would have been in different leagues, that could have been potential for a World Series. I mean, I know we swept them. I didn't expect that at all, but it was just because I felt like the Indians were going to. I thought they were going to come to play, but I guess they didn't really get anything going.
Actually, I think the sweep hurt us.
I think so.
It was just too easy. In all honesty, I mean, it's like anytime they needed it, they got runs, and they hit Boston. And first game when they needed runs, they got runs. They just assumed it was going to turn on anytime they wanted.
Yeah, it's almost like you gotta. It's like working out and all that. You gotta keep doing it to stay in shape. It's almost that time off or any extra time can hurt you.
Oh hell, Spencer.
Yeah, jump in the mix, Spence.
So I have to bring this up. We were talking about it earlier. I heard y'all talking about it earlier. So what is the Texans' shot? So we already know that if it stays current, they're going playoffs. But what is their shot to actually win in the playoffs?
Well, basically in the AFC, the road goes through Foxborough. That's pretty much almost how you have to get to.
Which means no.
Yeah.
You say that, but if you look at the way the Patriots have been playing, I mean, do we have a shot if we come out and play?
We do to me, I would say in one half of football we have a shot. But to me, I've always been a big component on the adjustments that the Patriots make in the second half. That's what truly kills teams. I don't
think the Texans are a winner until they get an offensive coordinator and let O'Brien just go be a head coach and quit doing double duty because he screws it up every year. We've lost more games because he's so busy trying to find a play, he didn't even look at the clock.
Well, Bob craps his pants anytime he plays Belichick anyway because that's his mentor or his daddy. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean...
I'm not going to make it sound insulting, but there's an intimidation factor there because he learned a lot from him. And I'm sure he thinks he didn't learn everything. And he's always wondering what's that one thing he didn't learn.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Belichick kept... I'm sure he keeps some of it to himself.
Belichick's a mind fuck.
Yeah, he is,
I love
dude.
it because I do the same thing. So I'm good with it.
Belichick is like the coach off Waterboy. Like, he finally got his playbook back, and all of a sudden, like, he gets his confidence, and it's like, oh, yeah, I got it. And, like, you never know what the dude's going to do, and then it happens, and it's like, holy crap, did he just do that? Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I said, in the AFC, it almost always goes through Foxborough. I mean, the only way truly that to me, and I love the Texans, I do, but I'm trying to be truly realistic. If they get to the playoffs, every team's got a shot. They do. You catch a team on a bad day, whatever. But I agree the fact that the offensive line is going to be, and they have a way to pick apart your weaknesses while taking away your strengths. That's one of the Patriots. That's what they do. But the line's going to hurt us now. It has improved. We are starting to see some, better action. They are doing some exciting things too with the Texans. Again, we talked about, Demaryius Thomas being signed. That's exciting.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah. No, we need that other wide receiver out there that can help counter the two great wide receivers we already have, and you actually have to. I mean, that just gives us an extra weapon to throw out there, and it's like, what do you do now?
Right
now, we just need a running back.
Well, I mean, you just got to look at it. I mean, I'm just looking at it. Right now it started, you've got New England, Pittsburgh, Houston, Kansas City, Chargers, and who's going to be the last spot in? Maybe Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Cincinnati or Miami.
Miami's not going to make it.
I know. Well, I mean, when Cincinnati loses today, they're tied. So, I mean, you're looking at that. So, I mean, we could win a wild card game, but then it gets real.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I'm asking. It's one of those things. It's like I really want to root for him, but it's kind of like so we go to the playoffs and lose the first game because we go out there and crap the bed.
I mean, and that's a possibility. It depends, again, who we play and where the structure is. I mean, I can tell you if we end up – Kansas City is just on a tear, man. They're just – if they keep playing the way they're playing, they're the ones to beat. And the Patriots, they've been off here and there, but I think they're still 7-2. I think. I mean, they still have a decent record. I mean, they've been holding it together. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough road. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen again. I'll go back to my what I was saying before. If you get to the playoffs, to me, in a way, the records go to 0. Because it's one game moves on.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you, KC's the lethal weapon in the NFL right now. Like, Mahomes is a good quarterback, but he's got so many weapons at his disposal, and that team is just running like clockwork right now. They're just on fire.
Yeah, I mean, they're plus 101. I'm just looking at it now because the Rams are plus 99.
It's just
and they're sitting at 8-1. They're plus 99. I mean. I know everybody's all high on New Orleans and everything, but I mean that's impressive.
It is. That's where the Rams have one loss, and I believe that's two. I think it's two to the Saints. Yeah. So it just so happened that game turned into being a shootout, and that's what New Orleans does. They put up points. The only way to really beat them is to try to shut down one or two of those touchdowns.
Yep.
If you do that, you may be able to pull out the edge because they're not great on defense. Their defense is weak. They do just enough to where. They basically do enough to get the ball back to Drew Brees.
Oh, absolutely. And I would tell you, you have to beat Sean Payton. And if you have to beat Sean Payton, then you got to beat Drew Brees. Because if you're beating Sean Payton, then Drew Brees is on the field doing like what Peyton Manning, like what Peyton Manning used to do, and he just goes out there and plays football.
I'd love to hear Drew Brees scream Omaha. That would crack me up.
That'd be awesome.
One good time, just once. That's all I'm asking for, just once.
Maybe we can talk him into it before he retires. Omaha.
That's what we'll do. We'll go get him. We'll go get him on the French Quarter. I mean, that's the other thing too. I mean, Drew Brees, just how he's beloved by the city and all he's done over there. It just speaks to the guy's character as well. I mean, I'm a Drew Brees. I don't want to say lover. That was going to come off completely wrong, but I enjoy watching.
Yet oddly accurate.
Yeah. It's weird how it works, right? Omaha. We'll call an audible. Yeah, that's our safe word. That's me and Drew's safe word. That's what I'm going to say with J.J. Watt, too. I'm going to say it's my safe word. But, you respect the guy, what he's doing for the game, what he does for the city, and what he does as a character too. I mean, I'd like to. A part of me would like to see Drew Brees win one more, just because of that. I mean, if the Texans can't get in there, I'd like to not the rest of the New Orleans Saints. I mean, there's some good guys over there, I'm sure, but just Drew Brees. If Drew Brees could go on there and just win it himself, and he gets the ring, then I'd be all for it. But that's of course if the Texans can't get in there. I mean, I'd love to see the Texans, but that's more personal opinion based more than anything else. Are they going to come back? Are the Bengals going to come back? Spencer?
It is not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Colin, what do you think the final score is going to be over there, Bengals Saints?
I'm wondering right now if I can get a bet on whether the Saints put up 60.
The way they're going,
they're just running, and it's. They're probably on their second string defense at this point. I'm not even looking at it.
Tyler,
but I mean, at this point in time, the game's in the bag. Now it's just not get an injury and move on to next week.
And that's it. And that's what you, from a fantasy standpoint, you want to see Cincinnati really start putting it together and, get some extra points and, because they've been kind of, non-existent right now. So you want to at least see Tyler Boyd and some of these guys, Joe Mixon, get some more points and all that.
The only fun part is now we're going to start seeing a lot of trick plays, a lot of misdirections, and a lot of
almost another pick.
Forcing it.
Yeah, like that right there, forcing it into double coverage. And that's what caught him last time when he left it float just a little bit more.
It's going to end up like 48-12.
Yep.
48-13.
You want to see if Joe wants to get on?
The Bengals are going to start kicking field goals because it's all I can do to score points.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, right there. That should have been an interception.
It should have been. I mean, look. I mean, that's right in the basket.
If you think about it, he probably dropped it on purpose because it's like I don't want to be on. We can get better yards, or we can get better field than that.
If you find me a pro athlete that does something bad on purpose with their incentives, good luck.
You never know, though. I mean, a lot of times you've seen teams do that, and you'll have a guy catch an interception in the end zone, and then it's like, oh, well, we're at the 25-yard line now, and we're backed up. Granted, the Saints, that's really not an issue, but a lot of times you're better off because
the score is very reminiscent of Oilers Bills.
Oh,
once
you had to bring it up.
God,
good old Don.
You had to bring it up.
Don Beebe.
Yeah, you know what? You just keep putting up points. If you can get points, get points.
Yeah,
that's professional athletes.
Don't showboat. Just keep putting them up, man. And it's funny because you guys talked about. I know you guys have mentioned some of the incentives and all that. You see, I'm curious how many times these coaches, they form a play around instead of if someone's getting close to one of their incentives, their 1,000-yard mark, whatever it is, they structure it to where, all right, we're going to go to him. We don't want him to get his incentive. I would hope that they would.
Somebody complained about that.
Did they?
It's been a few years, but yeah, somebody complained about that where I think it was a pitcher, and he was passed over on a start, and he needed like 3 strikeouts to hit a marker, and they sat him.
Yeah.
And he was pissed off. It was like $1 million bonus he lost.
You know what he's talking about, Clay?
Was that
Or
the,
you just
was that
agreeing
the
with
guy
it?
who played for
Okay.
I
the
think
Yankees?
I remember hearing it. I just don't remember
Maybe.
the person. But
You
I remember hearing
remember
about
it.
Yeah, I remember
and he
hearing
was on
about
the
it.
news every day for a week, just freaked out about
Was
it.
that the one who went off on the subway and punched people? Is that him?
No. That was the guy from Atlanta. Their
Atlanta,
reliever.
yeah. Okay.
The guy that got on the subway and started screaming racial slurs.
Okay,
Yep.
there you go.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's how I remember him. I'm sorry, I apologize.
God, what was his name? The guy that would come walking out and he's like screaming at himself on the way down to the mound.
I don't know, but I like.
Oh man,
Actually, I don't like him. He yelled racial slurs, but I like his intensity. But it's, but I'm
depends
saying.
on the slur. There's slurs and there's slurs. I mean, let's
Oh
be
yeah.
honest.
Oh, I'm sure he let loose. And the cameras weren't on him, so when cameras are off, people are different. But you see that a lot. At the end of the day, you have a head coach. It's like, dude, I just want you to just shut up. I want you to win games. I don't care if you have to pay a little extra money because someone's overperforming, then let it go.
Well, you could also structure these contracts like, okay, we're going to rest you in the last week of the season because we're going to the playoffs and we want you rested. And it's like, I need one more sack and it's $1 million. And if an owner doesn't walk up to you and say, you got your bonus, but we're going to rest you, you got a bad owner.
You do.
If anything else, like you're going to get a sack. It was, 15 sacks. You've played 15 games. You've got 15 sacks or 14 sacks. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a sack. Why don't we just call it even or negotiate a difference?
Yeah.
So, for God's sake, these guys are billionaires.
Yeah, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about most of these bonuses aren't, $5, $6, $7 million. Usually it's I know for us it's a lot more money, but there's usually a $50,000-$100,000 bonus, something like that.
Well,
it's a night out at the bar for them.
Well, I mean, they put out a list on Jeff Bezos on how much things would cost for him, and it's like the most expensive yacht in the world was like you spending $300 a dinner.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That was actually pretty funny.
It was absolutely insane. It was a $450 million yacht that is covered in gold, literally covered in gold. And for Jeff Bezos, that's like taking out 4 French for dinner at a nice place.
Yeah, it was pocket change.
Yeah.
Pocket change. Running around money.
That's it. I mean, at that level, it's hard to find ways to spend your money.
Oh, dude,
But
you're bored.
Yeah, and a lot of them, they end up turning into misers, man. They rat hole all of it, and I mean,
what was the Lewis Black thing? I'd hire a professional ball scrubber.
yeah. Why not? You gotta spend the money, because if you don't spend it, the government's going to get theirs.
The scrub,
Yeah.
polish. There it
That's
is.
it. That's a company expense, sir. That's a tax deductible.
Oh, it's definitely a tax deduction.
Yeah. I love it, man. It's good stuff. Now we're watching the Buccaneers Redskins game, which is kind of low scoring, surprisingly.
Terrible.
Right now.
Yeah, well, they
Come
had
on,
to get that
Fitzmagic.
blowout off the TV.
Oh, is Fitzpatrick back on?
Oh, yeah.
I thought didn't he get sat for a little bit?
Yeah, he did for a little while, but I think it was a game, maybe two.
Two games.
Yeah.
Or a game and a half.
Yeah, whatever
It was
it
a game
was.
and a half because they pulled Winston. Didn't they pull Winston like third quarter or
They
something
pulled
like that?
him in, yeah.
Yeah, when he threw 4 interceptions, I think.
You're
Some-
just not going to cut it today, Jameis.
Yeah. No, crab legs. Crab legs. Go
it's-
get some crab legs.
It's not happening today, my good sir. That is a righteous beard.
I'm jealous.
That
Mine
chin
too.
strap has got to be insanely uncomfortable. On that thing.
It's got to be. I can't
You would
imagine.
think.
I can't imagine how much that itches. Cause being stuffed in there. You take it off there, you spend 10 minutes, and the shower just itching the shit out of it.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine how uncomfortable it is to have a beard. Like I see that with like the guys with the long hair and the dreads, and then they get mad when people pull their hair, and it's like that you basically did that to yourself.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
you just created something else someone can grab onto and not get called a penalty for.
Right.
Way to go to getting a fistful of hair pulled out of your head. Maybe you should cut your hair.
And
Hey.
be like an athlete.
Wow.
I know, crazy talk.
Hey, Clay, I just saw Nick Chubb's points. What did I see up there? I looked like 103 or 106 yards or something like that.
Yeah, he's all over the place. He's basically dominating.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I know. One league he's put up 40 points. One league.
Oh,
he's
so
put
it's
up
like
30.
163 yards is what it may have been.
Basically, he's better than everybody else. Look, what did we say? He was my number 1 running back this
You
week.
called it. You called it. I mean, I felt like Duke Johnson was going to do better this week, but hey, man, that's on you.
Johnson's actually produced a little bit this
but
week.
a little bit, but nothing like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. He has 90 yards.
Get out of there. Stop it. Okay. Sorry.
Hold on.
He tickled me.
Clay loves Chubb.
Yeah,
He does. Yeah, you called it because I went Duke Johnson. I felt like Duke Johnson was going to be a little bit more, a little bit more productive on it. But
Oh, that was an ugly kick. That was an ugly kick.
from the word go,
Yeah, he has 163 rushing yards, a rush touchdown. He has 2 receptions, 26 yards, and a touchdown.
all right. Hey, Duke Johnson's got 11 points. I'm okay with that. Hey, we said I said we felt like they were both going to feast. You went Nick's side, I went Duke's side. So they're going to run Duke from here on out. So I'm going to catch up.
I know. I mean, if there was a blowout, but it's not yet. So
It's not, but but both of those guys are going to be catching out of the backfield and all that.
Baker's
So,
looking good. We had a few hits this weekend and
yeah,
a couple misses.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a couple. Yeah, there's gonna be couple. Well, the misses. What I hate about the misses is usually it's like, all right, we were way off on that one, But you do the research. You try to do everything you can to provide the best information. And so far this year we have had a lot more hits than misses. I'm gonna go back and do the averages and the numbers and all that because I've been keeping a record of all of it. Last time I checked, we were at about like a 74-75% hit ratio. So that's not bad at all. That's if you're at 51%, you're doing well in
Right.
fantasy football. So I'll take that. I want to see what it's going to be at the end of the year.
I have no idea what I just watched, but I want a giant sloth now.
I do.
So I was talking about earlier with this week being with what you just said, going back on that.
Yes.
Man, I mean, they came out swinging this week. Like, there's been, other than the Bucks game that's going on right now that's not really good, but, I mean, there are teams that are just coming out swinging. putting points on the board.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just crazy right off the bat. Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom.
This was one of the most, for the early games, this is one of the most highest productive first quarters or first halves of football I've seen in a long time. I mean, dude, like you said, they were, I mean, just right off the back, just running it down their throats. I mean, big break-off wins coming out of the backfield and then deep throws, man. It was insane.
Oh yeah, it's been nuts. There's been so many points put up in this first round of games for this Sunday. Like I really wasn't expecting some of the teams I've seen going off just to score as many points. Like, I mean, the Bears, wow.
Yep.
Or the Browns.
Well, I feel like you've got a lot of teams that are kind of jockeying for those playoff spots, and they're just at this point in the, it's like if you're on the bubble, you pull out all the stops and just go for it.
Oh, absolutely. They're coming out throwing knockout punches. They need to get that win to be able to get that seat in the playoffs, or at least to be the guy behind the guy, hoping they lose and hey, we won, so now we get a chance.
Well, you've only got a handful of games left to make your playoff, to make a run at the playoffs. I mean,
six?
It's either because right now a lot of those teams that are on the bubble are kind of right there in the middle. It's like either we're going to make the push, or we're going to go ahead and just eat the losses. So you see the teams that are willing to that are making the push, they're coming out like you said. I mean, they're coming out swinging.
Right.
They're not really even setting it up with the jab or maybe a little 1-2. I mean, they're trying to hit the home runs early on. Shut down the lights like New Orleans. New Orleans came out to game. There is no doubt that they had a purpose this morning. They weren't going to, hey, let's start slow, kind of feel them out. Let's dance around the squared circle for a couple rounds and figure it out. No, they're coming deep.
Yeah.
Ooh, just overthrown.
Yeah, that's why I thought Kamara and Ingram, I thought they were both good plays this week, and it turns out they have actually both been good plays this week.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
They had every
Michael Thomas and Kamara.
There's the flag that was coming.
Yeah. And Alex Smith was kind of my pick of the week. I felt like he was, from a quarterback standpoint, I felt like he was going to start to have a decent showing. And I felt like against the Buccaneers, that's what I felt, that he was going to come out and be able to. I mean, he's had a very off season. He fell. Oh.
Y'all didn't see that at the
Targeting.
beginning? I was
Targeting.
like, flag,
Yeah.
flag.
I didn't see it. So, yeah, I'm hurt. I'm hurt after shoving him to the ground.
That's who got shoved to the ground before the quarterback got shoved to the ground.
There's a little bit of a shoving match on the inside.
Yeah, if you get beat that bad, they got to be injured for a play or two. They can't just be like, oh, I got beat.
Yeah, I think
slows the roll.
I think they have to, like, if they get hurt or if they eat up some of the play clock, I think they technically have to, like, lay down for a certain amount of time or whatever. They get charged a timeout or something.
I miss the good old days of the really fat offensive linemen.
Yeah, those days they're a lot more agile now, and they're not the 400 or 500 pounders you used to see.
Yeah, but they're fragile now. So
Oh, they are.
It's because they do yoga and ballet.
Well, they can't practice hard anymore and stuff like that and whatever. So.
I got you.
Yeah,
Well,
those fat guys, you could hit them with a 2x4, and they were like, it's like the lumberjack and punch out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's wild.
I know it's a changed game, man. Everything's about everything's gotten a lot more about speed. It used to be the 300 pounders to jam up the middle, and you'd occasionally open up that gap. But now there's gaps that open up, and a lot of these running backs have the opportunity to kind of pick and choose a lot more than they used to. Jeff, you want back on?
No, I tell you right now,
Bring them both on.
This week's going to be crazy, just for the fact that, like we were talking about, people are shooting for those playoff slots right now. Like, there's some locks that everybody knows they're locks, but there's those other teams that are trying to come out right now and prove a point that they can make it to the playoffs.
Right.
Just because, like, we have the ability to be able to come in, win a game, lock in our playoff spot, and do what we got to do. Whether they win or not in the playoffs, well, that'll be about to say we'll have to see when that comes. But I mean, it's time. Like, either you're going to win now or you're not. And if you don't,
I'm winning now.
I haven't looked. I might be. I hope I am. Cameron, if you're listening, I'm going to beat you.
Go Carly. From Chelsea to Bias.
Yeah.
All right. Well, gentlemen, I have a bar stool that misses me.
All
so,
right.
Okay.
I'm going to hop back out.
We
Appreciate having you guys here. Appreciate you guys actually, partnering up with us on a lot of stuff, and we'll hopefully have a great day. I got to get out of here in a little bit because I actually have in-laws that are coming over.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, have fun. And we definitely appreciate you having us out here. It's always a pleasure.
No, you guys are great. We really actually appreciate you coming. We're happy to host you anytime you need it. So.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Thank you for what you're doing for us today to raise for Camp Hope. And you're solid. That's all. I mean, there's really not words to say how much we appreciate you, man.
Absolutely perfect. It's a good partnership. It's great to see you guys as always. Spencer, grow that thing back out, dude. You look weird.
Very scary.
There will be a beard soon enough.
You're
it only takes a
freaking me
little.
out.
You are so ugly.
know.
You definitely. Why do you think I have a beard? I know you're paying.
I know.
Ugly
but
hide.
you know,
gotta
people-
hide
I do
ugly.
it once a year, and everybody always gives me crap, but I do it once a year.
Yeah, beards give the illusion of a chin for you guys since monkeys. So just
Thanks. Wow. All right.
have a great day. Happy Veterans Day. Appreciate the service to everybody that's listening. We truly do. We got a veteran behind the bar right now, Devin Pinyard. So if you're in the area and you want to pop in, tell him hi. And again, we're going to make a donation off of proceeds to make sure it goes to Camp Hope. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Colin.
The beer is cold, by the way.
The
Very
beer
cold.
is cold. It's
Cold
a great
beer.
place. It's right there across from on 45. It's across from Spring High School, Hallsworth, and
Cypresswood.
We're looking at a Popeyes on one side, Jack and Box kind of on the other.
Get your boots scooting on at Big Texas.
Look, they got tons of TVs here. They're friendly. It's a friendly atmosphere. If you want to watch a game, just go tell them. They'll put it on the TV you want. They got great thing of darts here, which is a big thing here, Spence.
Yes, actually, they do have quite the competitive leagues that go on here with darts. I've actually played up here in their leagues a couple of times.
I never knew darts could be like that, like competitive. I was like, hey, let's play darts. It's on. I'm like, whoa.
Super competitive, depending
Yeah.
on at what level you're at.
I'm like,
I've actually talked to pros who do travel the circuit and they play, and I mean super competitive.
all right.
Super competitive.
Everything's
sport.
competitive. I mean, think about everything you do, Jeff. Whether it's a game, our fantasy football.
That's true.
Yep.
You know, we nerded out on that's our nerd. You know, like I said, I nerd out on two things:
Mhm.
fantasy football and Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls, love that game.
What do you play that on? The Xbox?
Xbox. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
still a
it's
PC guy, man.
fantastic.
I found the ultimate game, so I'm just playing it on my laptop.
I got it. Pirates.
No.
Oh, I get your emails about the gold.
About the what?
When you buy gold.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh wow! Look, Dante Moncrief actually showed up
Yeah,
today.
he
I
had
had
a
him a
long
while
bomb.
back. Yeah. Who knew that he even played anymore? I didn't see him show up this
How
season.
do you get emails I bought gold?
It goes to the DynastyWise one or something.
Really?
Yeah, you might need
Alright.
to switch that.
Yeah, you might want to. You might want to.
Well, it doesn't bother me if it don't bother y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but it's like Jeff. I'm like, I was wondering. I was like, why are we getting Jeff's email?
Yeah.
What
Maybe it
happened
was tied
was-
into the one, the DynastyWise.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing. I
Maybe
could
it
think
was.
of.
Maybe I was on that Google.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that!
'cause I haven't.
Julio scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
Again?
That makes two. Now he has two.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
You
45
still
to
start
7.
him.
I'm pretty close to my prediction of this game. I said 48 to 14. Actually, I said 48-12, but I don't think the safety's going to happen. So 48-13, but the game's not even close to being over. The Saints are just going to run over them.
How many
Ooh,
beers?
how about the Browns putting the beat down on Atlanta, 28 to 10?
Not a big surprise.
That- no,
called,
to me,
I
that's
called
a
that yesterday.
surprise. To me, it's a surprise.
That's true. Yeah.
But I'm happy because I also was a fan of Baker. You know, you definitely were. So, but I'm cheering for Baker.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't get why they picked on him in the offseason about being this asshole when it was clearly Josh Rosen was the biggest asshole. I want a quarterback like that. Who reminds, like I've said it 100 times, we've all agreed. He reminds me of Phillip Rivers. Don't want to talk shit about Phillip Rivers. He's like yelling at the other team from the sideline. I love him as
Hell
a quarterback. You know, I don't want a quarterback go out there. I don't know, guys. I don't want to say anything and upset people.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
is
look
the-
at that. The Titans are beating the
Damn it.
Patriots.
Damn it.
24 to 10.
Well,
No one would have called
Yeah,
that.
Corey Davis finally showed up.
Yeah, I saw that. Corey
That
Davis has scored a touchdown. He's got like
bastard.
70-something yards or whatever.
Bad,
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
that's crazy. Yeah, halfway through the season, I'm going to decide to play.
Yeah.
Way to go.
All right.
Way to go.
He's had like 2 good games in 2 years.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And I'm so mad I took him. I drafted him so high last year in our rookie draft, and he sucks.
Yeah, he doesn't come out and produce like
Yeah.
you thought he was going to, but he just doesn't. He doesn't come out and do what he. Oh well, yeah, I might play today, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really, dude. Come on, man.
The only reason I haven't dropped him is because it's a dynasty league, and I give him
Right.
3 years. But
Right.
like,
I gotta
Give him
give you
3.
I gotta give you a little bit of time.
Go 3
Little
years.
Bit of time.
I gave J.J. 2 years, and look what happened to me. Of course, he sucks now, but 45 to 7. That's just a beat down.
I'm playing against Breeze in a league, and he's just
Fu-
raping
fudge.
me hard.
I'm playing against Ruffles, and he's like I said, he started like 18 bears. I
He
don't
started
know.
Biscuits.
No, that's the one guy he didn't
He
start. He
never
started Brady.
starts Biscuits. He's like, and then he'll be like, I should have started Biscuits.
He's so afraid to start him because,
Yeah.
hey, well, you never know. You never know with Biscuits. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe
he-
this will push him over.
well, if that's who he really, who else does he have?
I don't
Who's
know.
his other quarterback?
Brady.
Oh, well, yeah. How do you not start Brady though? Like, I
That's
mean,
what I say,
it's
go.
Biscuits, but you still got to start Brady. Like, you have to start Brady.
Who are these whores?
Whoa.
Hey, it's the DynastyWise After Dark guy. He's gonna say.
This is not DynastyWise After Dark. This
It's
is DynastyWise
everything.
Live on Facebook.
Well, that's fine. Same thing.
Okay, well, you're in Facebook jail currently, so
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, seriously.
There's,
Actually,
there's a
how are
reason.
you?
There's a reason why.
Didn't they let you out and then put you back in? Or
No.
something? They just didn't let you out.
No, I made a second account just kind of like for the business. You
oh,
know?
so that was you.
So that Jeff Rowe is
Oh.
my second account, and I just kind of want to, like, I'm using that to post on my page about like this event
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I can't post on it. No,
Yeah.
I found
That's
out.
why I didn't accept it. I thought you were hacked. So
No,
my
I'm
bad.
sorry. Yeah, no, yeah, because I was trying to tag everybody. I could tag you, but no, man. I found out. You know, Facebook's been in front of Congress because they're very biased.
Yeah.
And I found out like over 500. I forgot to count, but it was like 580 conservative people because Facebook actually marks your political, leanings. And like over 580 people were all of a sudden just banned right before the election, and 60 conservative sites on Facebook were blocked off. About 7-8 days before the election. So I'm like, come on, seriously?
Yeah,
What
that-
I did is in a private group, so it's like you had to be part of the group to see it. But then they got they got this page called "Fuck Israel," where it shows like Israel's has a knife and is stabbing a baby. Blood going everywhere. It's a cartoon drawing, but it's not like Bugs Bunny cartoon. It's like, really? That's
Yeah.
not offensive? So
Wow. Luck and Ebron have both gone off today.
Yeah.
I called Ebron, bitches.
Luck has gone off today.
I set luck for Baker.
I,
They're about even.
I'm about to say
sorry.
they're
Yeah.
about even. You're not missing too much on that one. That's probably not a bad call. Wow, the Bills are winning.
Yep.
Everybody said the Jets too. I believe y'all said the Jets were
I
going
didn't
to.
say the Jets.
I heard it earlier. I heard the Jets as a defense.
On my DFS lineup, I use the Bills defense.
You can't. Well, I mean, the Bills' defense has been solid. Their offense has been questionable.
Yep,
That's the thing with the
exactly.
Bills. Like the Bills, kind of, but they don't have it. So it's kind of one of those things. Is it? But is it not? Yeah, this is crazy.
What do you do? Sweep this over?
What are you trying to do?
Trying to put up 2 mules? How you do it? Oh,
Two
okay.
Mules Tavern here. Yes, we are at Two Mules Tavern. If you are watching Facebook Live, we are at Two Mules Tavern live today. We are out here to support Camp Hope. If you'd like, you can come up and give our donations. If you go up to the bar and let Devin know that you are a fan of DynastyWise guys, your second drink, half of it goes to the charitable donation for Camp Hope.
I got it, dude.
Yes.
I got it.
Is it every second drink or do I need to close out and buy 2 drinks every time?
I don't.
Is it the even number 2, 4, 6 if you're drinking a lot?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, no. So no.
How many has Carly
So,
had?
so
Not enough.
the
She's with Adam.
location itself, for every second drink you purchase, they are going to donate half of that to the charitable donation. But we need people to come up here and donate to the charity. And if they want to, after that second drink, they can come and donate to us, and we are going to turn around and donate part of that to Camp Hope and buy the supplies that they have. They have a website. You can go on there. They have supplies that they're looking for, and we're gonna buy supplies, and we're gonna do that with the charitable donations that we get today.
yes, y'all donated, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know we have. DynastyWise is donating. We are going to donate and have supplies as well. We just don't leave the money hanging out because there's some Bears fans around, and they got sticky
Well,
fingers.
it's
Bears
Chicago, man.
fans,
Chicago.
yeah.
People like to reach in the jars.
Get
Yeah.
shot
So,
or
you never
get
know what
shot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what like I said, like Spencer said, there'll be supplies, whatever it is,
Supplies?
whatever they think is best for us to donate for them. They have a list of supplies to buy, so that's probably what we'll do. It's nothing personal against anybody, but we just don't like. I know y'all don't like handing over cash necessarily because that's how I feel. But we will be buying supplies, whether it be water, toiletries,
Whatever they need.
Yeah, there's a list, and so that we know the supplies will be at least bought, and then they'll go from there, and we know it's going to a good place.
What time is it? 2:11?
Yes.
Cameron, we are
2:15.
live. Good old Cameron Tyler. props to you, Cameron, for serving. He is. We are live right now, buddy. I don't know if you can call in. I don't think we're set up to call in.
Yeah, we're not set up.
We are not set up for calling.
But you can post on our Facebook page, DynastyWise Sports, and you should see us streaming there. I want to thank everyone who's joined us. And again, hey, please come down, donate to the troops. You know, it saddens me that our troops aren't taken care of the way they should be. You know, when Democrats are in office, I hear they're not doing anything. When the Republicans are in office, I hear they're not doing anything. Well, damn it, we're going to do something about it. And I'm not talking, you know, we're donating. We want you to come down here, throw this money in this pitcher. You can give us 1 penny, $1,000, whatever you want to give. We appreciate everything because, like I say, we'll take care of our vets. We'll do it. Government's going to fail us. We'll step up, and we should step up for our vets. If anybody needs to step up. And the Bears score. Huh?
Exactly.
All right,
we were just talking about that. It's like, I know you got Brady, but how do you... Sit down.
Sit down.
Talk,
We have some
talk
questions.
about your non-play with biscuits.
Clayton someone has said that you never start biscuits, but you say every week, I should have started biscuits.
No, honestly, I've been starting biscuits. What are we at? Week 9 right now?
Week 10.
Yeah, week 10.
I've probably started them 6 out of those 10 weeks.
Really? Over Brady?
Amen, Cameron.
Yep. Look at the stats.
Well, hey, Brady hasn't had a stellar season. Like, he has not. Like, he's only had, 2 good games.
Biscuits averaging, I think, 24 a game.
In our league?
Yeah, while Brady's averaging 20.
Well, yeah. Well, hey, Trubisky's actually had a pretty good season. If you compare him to Brady, Brady's not one of the big producers this year. Like, you would think he is. I wonder if there's something going on. Like, if Belichick's been like, hey, man, slow down. Because he's still got, 3 years on his contract that he signed?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, I mean, he's supposed to play till he's 45 or 47, something crazy.
Hey, there's my tight end also.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
The
damn.
Bears just hit a 2-pointer since we can't hit a 1-pointer.
Yeah, there's
We went for
biscuits.
The 2-pointer.
Good old biscuit.
The 2-pointer.
Good job.
He's got 37 plus a 2-pointer. I don't know
Hey,
what
what's
that
up?
goes for.
LaShawn McCoy is
Yeah,
doing
you're
good.
right.
I'm glad I sat him in a league.
Finally, they got something to look at in my direction. They can look at Carly. Not be afraid.
Go
I don't know,
Bears, go.
Jeff. Still a lot of ugly over
You're
there.
still
That's
pretty ugly. Damn.
I know, but they're being very mean to me.
So how
It's
do
all
y'all
right.
feel
You'll
about the
survive.
games today so far?
Well,
Are you losing?
I figured it'd be a shootout in
I
Cincinnati.
know, look, 78
Which
to
it's
107.
Yes,
not.
so much for
There's,
that.
there's a
I'm
lot of
losing.
points in that game.
There's a
Yeah,
shootout
on
happening.
one
but
side.
It's
Yeah.
on one side of the game.
Yeah, no, that's totally one-sided.
That
What's that?
one-sided point has totally helped my fantasy
Who
team.
has Drew
Alvin
Brees? I
Kamara,
don't know.
Mark
I
Ingram.
see.
Yeah, I need their tight end to actually do something.
I think Saints are NFC champions this
Maybe
year.
Casey.
And the Bears, well, they're your team. I wish they'd
Okay.
lose.
Nah, they can't.
Browns are looking good,
I'm about to
though.
say the Browns. I mean, hey, they
Baker
won.
and
They
Chubb,
won.
I
They
told
won
you.
2.
There's going to be 3. Are we going for 3?
How many drinks has your girl had? That's all I want to know.
Not enough.
Not enough. You're beating me 107 to
Hey,
77.
it'll be fun later.
Well, geety.
Hey,
And,
I just want to let you know on some advice. That fun might lead to something where
Hey.
it's going to stop for a little while.
Nah, I put it in her butt, bro.
Whoa.
You don't want to go take it in the butt.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Well, thank God for my kicker. I got 21 points for him. At least he's showing up.
You have 21 points for your kicker?
Dude,
How is that even possible?
he's the Saints kicker. The dude goes off.
Oh, yeah.
Kansas
okay,
City
okay.
kickers, too. He's
Yeah,
already
no
out.
joke.
Jesse Bates.
That's why I have the Bills kicker, because he usually gets that's the only way they score.
Jesse
is their
Bates.
kicker.
Jesse Bates, 13 points.
Sack number 4, sack number 5.
A lot of talk about Derwin James, but Jesse Bates is the man. He's third in our league, defensive backs. scoring.
Ooh, so my
I
prediction's
inherited
gotten
him on the
closer. The
team.
Saints do have 48 points now. Now I just need them to come back and kick 3 field goals, and it'll be what I said, or
I
2
don't
field
know.
goals. 2 field goals. 2 field goals. The Bengals need
Cameron-
to kick 2 field goals, and it'll be the 48-13 I said it was going to
Brian's
be.
going to catch me.
Yeah,
Cameron says, "What up,
tends
Adam?"
to do that.
Cameron in our league
Oh,
from St. Louisville.
Cameron,
I'm trying to avoid him.
Adam
Oh.
will eat your booty. on live if you win the championship.
Well, okay.
Goodness.
Okay.
I didn't know that was the bet this year, but
Right?
if that's where it's going. Do we need to put in new bylaws?
I'm so glad I took out
second it.
Miles Jack and put in Darren Lee.
I'm just practicing.
Okay, well that shows up. So now
I know.
Jeff is showing Houston preeminence. Yes, we are part of Houston preeminence. We had a
HPTX.us.
there you go, and we
Bam.
had a live broadcast this morning that
On
we did.
KTXF.
And if you get the Tuned In app, you can hear us Monday through Friday and Saturday and Sunday. And we have all different shows that we do. On Monday through Friday, it's from 8 to 10. We've got Monday, it's the Mad Chatter. Tuesday is After Dark, as well as Thursday. Wednesday is Fantasy Football with
Yes,
Clay,
that's my
Joe,
pizza.
and the rest of them.
Oh,
And
sweet. I'm hungry.
Friday is Joe with all the smoke.
Yep.
And then Saturday and Sunday, we have a 4-hour program that we do from 8 to noon where we talk all football all the time and occasionally some other stuff when we kind of go off on tangents and do what we do. Honestly, you don't hear my voice often because I am one of the producers and I'm behind the scenes more than I am on the mic.
We
But
appreciate that, too. We appreciate Spencer being a producer, not wanting to get in front. I don't want to get in front of the camera either, but, I'm always nervous what I'm trying to do. So,
Charlie Horse.
But yeah, Mad Chatter Monday night. He's more baseball, but now it's shifting into all sports.
all sports, yeah, all around sports talk.
Thursdays, DynastyWise After Dark with myself and Padu and great producer Spencer here. That could be a show about anything. I mean, we generally do top fives, but this Tuesday we will be finishing the Death Nut Challenge.
Ooh,
So you're going to want to tune in. I believe I'll have my phone on Facebook Live so y'all can see it. Wednesday nights, fantasy football. Clinton will probably be heading that up. Great knowledge there. And this coming Thursday night, After Dark, we'll be doing best cover songs by rock bands. So, not like some girl like Adele is singing something. It's going to be, like bands that hardcore bands, or well, not hardcore, but rock bands covering.
Your choice of music
others.
sucks.
It's awesome. Well, you listen to that country crap,
I actually listen to almost everything.
dude. I swear to God, Spencer and Clay. Like I saw this commercial of this country guy. He got his cowboy hat on and he's just running around the stage headbanging and he's throwing. He's like, yeah. I'm going like, Jesus Christ. If I've ever wished for an ISIS attack, it was then.
That's wow.
You can't say that,
Good
especially
Lord.
on today.
Good Lord.
What the?
Well, luckily our troops wiped them out. But if they could have just waited till this one thing.
What? Hey,
I'm just saying, if I saw him in an ISIS video being beheaded, I wouldn't cry.
well, I mean,
Wow.
I
Yet
would have said,
again, wow.
that's because your music sucks.
he probably feels the same about you.
Well, he doesn't know me, so it
He's
doesn't
like,
matter.
This dude here probably
This
touches
guy.
himself to my songs.
This guy.
This guy.
Dude, so I'm playing Brian, our current 2-time back-to-back champ in our league.
Oh,
right?
and Friday, All the Smoke, the best combat sports. I'm sorry. I want to make sure I got that in.
That's
So you're
late.
playing Brian? You're on
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah, I'm on that show. But Brian, I'm actually winning right now. But on his bench, Mark Ingram, 23.7. LaShawn McCoy, 23.6.
Ooh.
Eric Ebron, 26.6.
Ooh.
So if I get this win, he can just look at his bench and just be like,
That's what, almost 90 points right there on his bench?
yeah.
Good Lord.
I'm not saying I love the man, but after that performance, I love the man.
Yeah, way to go.
What are we going to do to Pat if he loses to the Ghost team?
Did we get rid of the penetration rule?
We can bring it back.
No, it hasn't been voted on. I believe it was tabled, and we are going to bring it up at the end of this season to see if we can rectify that.
Oh, nice. Plus, that's in case Cameron comes back down, we got to have that rule set in stone, something.
Or if we get new members. Nobody likes the ghost team.
Hey, Mike was in the Navy too, guys.
We'll see. Well,
We don't want to hear about their
is that-
docking.
I'm about to say, is that a poke at the Navy? Do they dock regularly? Is
Nah.
that what's it, or is it all double Dutch rudder?
I don't know. Want me to ask him?
I mean, if he's willing to get on and talk about it, I'm more than willing to know.
Being in the Navy-
I'd like for Joe to come on and talk about it too, because they were both
Do
there at
y'all
the
like
same
to-
time, just different places.
Do y'all like to dock, or is it more double Dutch rudder? He said what? I think
So-
it's both.
Yeah. He was Double Dutch running while they were here.
I believe that was both.
Yeah.
Cameron knows. He
I ain't
does
saying
both.
she a golden.
All right, so
What?
we got things going on.
Yes, we do.
Football, Dynasty-wise. I've covered all our shows, everything we do. Right now, we're trying to raise money for Camp Hope. Like I said, there's been donations, undisclosed amount. Dynasty-wise is contributing.
Yeah,
And whenever y'all give us, we will add to what we're doing. We're going down there. We're going to buy supplies, and we'll donate it. We'll document the whole thing, pictures, video, Facebook Live, whatever it is we do. We'll let y'all see the results. We're actually waiting. I thought we were going to be joined by some HP talent today. Kyle Quigley from Too Hot to Hold, Too Hot to Handle,
Where the
Too
hell
Cold
are
to
y'all?
Hold. He said he was on his way, but I don't know. He asked about cute ladies, and I couldn't give a definitive answer. I mean, my lady's here.
Well, there's Joe.
Joe, she's available.
Yeah, and look, if you just don't look, I mean, it's kind of overcast outside. We don't care. We're not doing this to take credit. We care for the vets. If you want to just go to Camp Hope's website and they got like a donate button or something, dude or ma'am, do that. I don't care. We don't care. You don't have to say this is because of DynastyWise. Just donate, especially donate today.
Yes.
All right? Like I said, we don't need the credit. You can just go to Camp Hope, donate. You don't have to type. Like I say, if there's something where it says, this, you don't have to put in DynastyWise. We don't want the credit.
Yeah,
we just want, you know what? We don't do enough. This country doesn't do enough for our veterans. We all don't do enough for. What are you doing? We don't do enough for our veterans. All right.
I think we do an adequate amount.
We do, but
We
as
do.
a whole.
I think as a whole, because, look, let's face it, every country just doesn't seem like they take care of their veterans. That pisses me off. I don't care what political affiliation you're with. It seems like our veterans are always lacking, always, it's always put to the thing. So, damn it, the American people will step up, and I'm calling on the American people to step up today. Donate to Camp Hope. If you're hearing us from another state, like I said, I've said it like 5 times in the last 3 minutes, go ahead and just go to Camp Hope website or some website and donate and make sure it's a worthy cause for our vets.
All right, man, and that's it. We've got a few vets sitting in here, and I think absolutely, Camp Hope is doing some great things. I don't know if one last time, I'm going to go ahead and plug them just in case. I know you probably guys just mentioned Two Mules, but I'll let you guys know we're at Two Mules Tavern here at Cypresswood and Holsworth, right across the street from
Popeyes,
the delicious Cajun chicken place. And also, we're a part of Houston Preeminence, although I don't know if they're going to claim us anymore. But
if we're going to claim them more like
yeah.
But if you guys haven't caught us yet, you guys need to download the TuneIn app.
Yeah.
Go to and search KTXF.
Houston Preeminence.
And make sure you listen to all the talent that's going on over there. We run a show Monday through Friday, 8 to 10. And we also do a Saturday and Sunday morning show from 8 to noon, where we talk all things fantasy. Today and yesterday's show, I felt like were two of our best shows. I think we put out some great info. Unfortunately, there's a couple of misses that I know we see, but honestly, for the most part, I think we've hit quite a few.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, we missed a couple. It is what it is. It happens.
Jess.
One of Jeff's only other friends is jumping on.
One of my only other friends.
Roland. It's Roland and Mike.
And
Those
Mike.
are your 2 friends.
What's up, Mike?
And this guy, Dave, that he knows from Canada. Is he on?
Yeah.
Is it on?
No.
Nope. Get him. We got you, Mike. Thanks for jumping on, Mike. We're jumping into a conversation, man. I know you're a big fantasy guy as well, man.
He's very shy.
I'd like to welcome you to the show, Mike. This is DynastyWise Live on Facebook, in case you guys are just checking in.
Keep an eye on that laptop and answer questions first. We're putting you to work.
That's right. You didn't know that was a part of it. Mike, who did you, I don't necessarily want to put you on the spot, but I know you do fantasy. Do you like that? Are you kind of big into Dynasty football as well?
I do like that better.
How long have you been doing Dynasty?
No, this is my second year.
Second year. Okay, that's cool though. Right? We're starting to see a trend that more and more leagues are leaning towards Dynasty. It's a lot more challenging, but it makes it to where you spend all that time and effort researching players, and then you're able to hang on to them and keep them. What do you got?
Leonard Fournette, baby. 1 rush TD, 1 reception TD.
All right, Leonard Fournette
Suck
getting
my.
after it. Easy.
Who the hell is that?
Easy.
Oh,
That's Kyle. He's from
Kyle, what's up, man?
Too Hot to Handle, Too Cold to Hold.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kyle Quigley. HP talent. We'll get him on the mic in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, get your
Okay.
beer. Yeah, get your beer. Get warmed up.
Mike's like, I'll get off.
Yeah.
No, Mike can stay on. I'll let Kyle jump on for me.
Oh, okay.
That was,
you
you know,
want.
we got two DynastyWise guys on, and then we'll let.
Kyle gets a little aggressive.
We'll see what.
Well, he's only
Fuck him.
he's only 3 beers deep in right now, or he's not even a beer deep.
How many
in
beers have you had, Mike?
He's coming from a bar.
Your third? Are you feeling it? I know you're not because I'm gonna tell you a story that he told me. He went to some Asian place. He didn't even know what it was, but you had that drink with the snake in it.
The Habasaki.
Yeah.
Habasaki? Oh, really?
And all I remember, I don't remember much of the conversation. I said, "Well, did you try it?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah." And I go, "And?" He goes, "I felt it in my toes."
Absolutely.
I was like, "Wow."
Now, what is it? Is it? It's just a.
It's sake.
Oh, it's
with
sake.
with a snake actually in the jar. I don't know if it's actual venom.
I got you, but either way, though.
Either way, they won't sell you more than 2.
Oh, really?
Damn.
That's legit. Was this in Asia or was it?
In Japan.
That
Oh,
was
Japan,
beast
okay.
mode.
I was gonna say if they're regulating it, then it's pretty serious.
What?
Yeah. I'd like to get
That
a
was
jar
beast
for
mode
my
right
house.
there.
Yeah. I don't blame. They probably look cool though. Is that what led you to it? It's like, all right, I'm gonna try that.
You have to try it.
Oh, you do?
What do you mean you have to?
Well, no,
It's
peer pressure.
oh yeah.
Oh.
But it's one of those things that when in Rome, right?
You have to try this.
Oh, that's pretty slick though. That's cool.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what she said. And there goes Clayton. And who is this dickweed?
Easy, dude.
He was this giant a-hole. He was
give-
this fart turd. What's his name? Kyle?
Kyle.
Kyle? Okay, yeah, this guy. And there he goes again, I tell you.
But yeah, I mean it's
I'm doing my classic shtick, like when he gets on, we're like, hey, man, what's going on? Oh, okay. This guy's a total jerk. Here he comes, and I'm so glad you're
Hey,
here,
thanks,
man.
Thanks for showing up, Kyle.
I
Really.
wasn't-
Good afternoon, boys.
Yeah.
I
Hey, what's
wasn't
going
saying
on, man?
anything negative about you or called you a dickweed. Like, who's this dickweed coming on?
I might be a dickweed.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough, man.
That's my shtick. Anyway, Kyle is here from Too Hot to Handle.
Too cold to hold.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing today?
Doing good, man. We had our fantasy show this morning.
Everyone have Drew Brees starting today?
We recommended
Jesus
it.
Christ.
We recommended it. We actually recommended basically them starting all of New Orleans. It was our big one. Said, look, dude, this is a
Look,
game
it's-
that they could go off.
It could be a shootout. Start him.
Yeah.
Mike, that's what. No, not much of a shootout. But I tell people, look, this is going to be a shootout. Just start everyone.
It's slightly
one.
one-sided.
So this Des Bryant thing, how crazy would this game if he wasn't dead?
I know. That's what I said. I said in the football world,
What a
he's,
douche.
he's dead.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. I finally signed with a team. I'm ready to come.
after he held out on all those other teams.
That's a good classy couple million, though.
Is that what it ended up being?
It was a guarantee.
I think it was like,
Half
the
of it.
injury, though. Injury on the field is going to be insurance. He's going to
Oh,
get paid
yeah,
But
out.
he
that's
didn't get
true.
injured on the field.
He
though.
did. It was
Yeah,
the
he did.
last play of
Practice.
practice.
It was
Last play of
practice.
practice.
Oh, practice counts. I don't know
Yeah.
that.
Well,
100%.
It was the last play of
Wow.
practice, which I think he did it on purpose. I was like, you know what? I'm
What's that?
They didn't need him.
You could blow
They
your
don't- yeah,
Achilles
they
out on
don't need him.
purpose. Because, shit, I've run a lot, and it's like, I got a faked injury before.
Yeah.
If I could be like, fuck it, I want this to blow out right now.
The best thing ever was
Just to get out of it.
old NFL or AFL player Art Donovan. You ever hear that guy talk? He's
No.
hilarious. He's so damn funny. He's like playing the 60s. And they're like asking him about today's football players. This is actually like, he might be dead now. This is like 10 years ago. He goes, huh? Cruciates? What? We didn't have cruciates when we played. You know?
Appreciates.
Yeah, he didn't know. But
Yeah.
hey, by the way, your buddy is it Trey with all the shaggy hair?
Yeah, big old Trey.
Okay, one of my oldest friends
Yeah.
grew up in racing. I'm settling
Really?
y'all's thing. Like he's got a picture.
Tony Stewart is a killer.
Yes, this is where it's leading to.
Yes, thank
because he's
God.
got a picture with him and Jamie McMurray on Go Kart magazine together on the front.
Okay.
Front. So this guy, like his grandfather, raced in the Indy 500. He's just been around racing. Apparently, those cars they were in, they do have brakes. They don't have a clutch though. When Trey was saying, "Well, they don't have brakes in America," he said, "They don't have brakes in those cars." I was like, "Well, how do they stop? They just roll down the freeway till they slow down?"
No, Dale Earnhardt Jr. on Joe Rogan this week was like, they have 7 different kinds of brakes on cars
Exactly.
these days.
Yeah.
Even the NASCAR. It's like, We can do front brake. We can do front left, and right, front like back and like front right and back left. It's like what?
Jesus.
So there's all kinds of brakes in these cars that like there's no way
Why?
car. No, every car has brakes.
Why are they complicating it? Just don't try to church it up. You drive in a
There's
circle.
no way you can drive a car, no matter what kind of car it is. Oh, I'm going to land in the pit
Yeah.
and not have brakes.
But when Trey said
Like,
that,
oh, I'm going to stop hitting the gas right here, go 4 miles, going slow, and then end up in this hole.
that's what I was saying. They like open up a gate and they just go dosing out some old country road. Then the truck follows them and put it on the trailer or something. I
No.
didn't get that. But yeah, my friend chimed in with that. It's like, no, they have brakes on those cars. They don't have a clutch on those specific cars. Tony Stewart is a fucking murderer.
100%.
He ran over that guy. Did you see that, Mike? No. Yeah, he hit a guy, which is normal. Tony Stewart's a dick. And then, like, the guy shouldn't have got out. The guy should have just stayed there. Let's be honest. He shouldn't have got out there to try to give him the finger. And then like, accidentally, allegedly, Tony Stewart then runs him over and kills him.
100% his fault he died.
Allegedly.
100% Tony Stewart killed him. Like, can't be a NASCAR driver, one of the best drivers in the world, if you're driving in that series and then miss a kid. Like, you got to be able to miss a kid.
Well, then
that jumps on the street.
Trey said, well, they can't see. I'm like, well, how do they know to turn? You know? Is that safety? Uh-oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Safety
cut you
for
off.
the
But
Bears.
it's not very often you get to see a safety.
All right.
Oh. We can talk football. I like football.
Oh, man, don't mark him down at the 1. We're going to see. I want to see it real quick. Sorry, guys.
You know what bothers me?
Stepped in, step back.
He's at the 1.
Damn it. He's at the 1. Damn it. It looked like it.
Although he might have turned, though. If you turn that ball, like, that's in.
His knee landed
It's
in
where the
end
ball
zone.
is, though, when he gets tackled.
It break the plane.
Yeah, look.
Before he
look.
gets touched. Where's
Look,
that at?
I'll be surprised.
Yeah,
They'll give him forward progress.
That's bullshit.
Even more so did he make a
that's
football
crap.
move.
Yeah.
Challenge that.
That's crap.
You got to challenge
You
that
catch
play.
the ball and you
But he
pose the
tucked it.
Heisman.
He tucked it.
Oh, tuck
Yeah,
roll.
tuck
Yeah,
roll.
tuck roll. He's
Yeah,
good.
but that's
man.
not tuck. Like, what?
Dude, but the way the
You
NFL
can't
is
just
these
say
days,
shit,
Yeah.
guys.
well, the NFL can make up rules.
You can't act like too hot, too cold all day of your life, man. You have a real show.
This is our show, believe me.
If you want to call it that. We found out a creative way to go into segues, and we just yell segue. And that's just segue! And
Yeah,
that's
then
our
we just-
segue into
God,
something.
what if you just had a Segway and everyone just jumped on like their own Segway and
Dude,
just drove off?
that'd be great. Have a video of segues going back and forth. And
Yeah.
Clearly, there's a segue coming up. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate the time, bud.
You coming
You
back
good?
on? No, Mike
do
does
it.
not want to be
Yeah.
on it.
Mike had a
Thank
good
you,
time.
Mike.
He's a little camera shy, but it's all
He's
right.
very camera
He
shy.
got on though. That.
He's the son of a
Am
bitch
I
is
smoking on camera right now?
yes.
Am I
Yeah.
just being a complete clown?
You're on camera right
It's your
now.
thing, man.
Mike is
To
shy
each his
on
own.
You
camera.
can't do it in the office. Might as
Nope.
well do it here.
Yep.
One day a
Mike
week.
is camera shy, but yet he'll drink the snake venom.
Yeah, well, that's like that's two different things.
Well, give him the
that's a
snake
different type
venom,
of fear.
and maybe he won't be camera shot.
That's it.
All I know is he just told me I felt it in my toes, and he said just like that, and I was like, wow. So what time is your show on, buddy? On KTXF?
We actually just had a conference call with Eric and Foxy, and we're moving to 2 to 4
Okay.
now. I think Jason's taking over our spot, doing a 3-hour show in the morning.
Okay. he's like
Where
a-
we've been at from the 8 to 12 spot. That's been a lot for us to handle, I think.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be better
Yeah, that's a dude. That's a.
because we've been filling time with nonsense, like
Yeah.
real nonsense. Like
Yeah.
it's like shit. Like we have stuff written, and it's like it don't make sense.
Because y'all are doing what, a 4-hour show in the
We
morning?
were, yeah.
Yeah, that's dude. The 4-hour shows are brutal, man.
For people that were doing 1 hour a week
yes.
for the last year, to be like, hey, go 20 hours a week. What? Okay,
Yeah.
fuck it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's rock and roll.
That's how we had to break ours.
Just
up
seeing
in-
the rundown that we have tonight for Monday, it's like, oh, wait a minute. This will be a good show. I think it's going to be a better show for
Wait,
everyone. More
that's-
sports, but also a lot of fun. Like, we'll be able to mix in our 2 or 3 segments of just fun instead of 7 segments of fun where we're trying to make fun
and
all
you-
the time.
You try to mix into sports, when you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not all nonsense.
I got you.
I think it's going to be more, for us, I think it'll be an easier running show.
And that's on the
HP.
the TuneIn app. On the
Yeah, it's going to be on Houston Preeminence.
KTXF.
Tune in, KTXF.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because we were actually talking about maybe moving up or not moving, but maybe extending an hour. But for us though, we're running that 8 to 10 is good for us just because of jobs, a lot of it. But that the 4-hour show on Saturday and Sunday mornings, we also do a Wednesday show for fantasy as well.
Yeah.
Leading into the Thursday night game. But we had to break it up. That's where the Mad Chatter came in, and the After Dark, to where we have the After Dark's our release. That's our
4 hours is a lot every day.
It is
during the week. I felt like we were basically trying to compete with like
some of the other
people that were actually successful in this world
or
of sports broadcasting.
Well, they've been
it's just a harder show to It's a hard show to compete with double shows that are doing 2 hours at that time.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, a lot
for
of
people that aren't have a name yet. You know what I mean?
It takes a little while. That's what we kind of been looking at too. It's putting out the quality, and if we get off subject too, we're kind of similar.
Yeah, it's fun to get off subject. It's not a problem, but you can't do it every segment because you're like, fuck, I got 4 hours. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this.
Yeah, it'll run off the rails, and I mean that's where. Luckily, we have enough support there
our
too.
Our picks or our when we're talking about games coming up would take 2 segments because like fuck it, might as well run it for 30 minutes, 40 minutes because it's like why not? Like that should be a segment. We shouldn't be filling every segment with nonsense of this game, fucking making fun of players every game. Like that just shouldn't happen.
I got you.
How long have you been with your guys, on your show?
I've been with them since about June.
Okay, so you didn't know them beforehand?
No, my brother was running a podcast with them for the last year, and then I met up with them just through my brother.
See, because I've known him since day one of his life. So
gross.
So I wasn't there, but
so you gave birth to him?
He's my creator.
No,
you put it in?
No.
Oh. So he's not your daddy?
No.
That you know of.
There is some speculation.
Hey now.
Yeah, every once in a while, I say, well, son, I mean, Pat, but like him and I are good. We can go off because we've known each other our whole lives or his whole life. We can just bounce off. We are good to just be able to control it, jump off, and then get back on.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering if you guys are able to do that, because
I
you're
think
right.
we're working on it.
Yeah.
Depends on how many energy drinks are consumed by an individual because energy drinks do affect people's awareness of other shit around them.
They do. Me, it used to be energy drinks. I'm ADD, so it used to be energy drinks was almost like Adderall. Sometimes it helped me focus, but now lately, since I've quit taking them, it does the exact opposite.
You just want to jump in all times, right?
I am not allowed to have it. My wife has laid down the law. She's like, look, I don't regulate anything you do. Have fun, enjoy your life. Chase your dreams. But
hey, jacket for the ladies.
Jacket for the ladies.
But she
coming off.
Oh, I was like, is there a puddle out there? You gotta go lay that down for someone.
Just got a little hotter in here.
Hello.
But yeah, she's regulated that to where I bounce off the walls. And I'm already pretty high energy a lot of time anyway. So she's like, look, I love you, but. I was like, honey, anything you say before the word "but" doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Except for I want to be in your butt.
But that's finishing the sentence.
Yeah. It's starting your sentence with butt.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But yeah, it's been some great stuff. I've been listening to quite a few of the shows, and it's been pretty neat, man. How it's all developed.
I think we're all doing pretty well. I like to listen
so.
to a little bit. I don't get a lot of time in the mid-afternoon just because I'm out here working on this house and everything, but the morning shows have been doing really well, I think. I think everyone's been pretty happy with everything going on.
Yeah, and it's cool.
Then why would they move you?
I think Jason moved forward because he wanted to take that slot in the morning and fill that slot.
How convenient, Jason.
So y'all are more of the...
Jesus. Stop. Stop right now. I just don't think we were filling the hour with enough sports. I think we were jumping around a lot just because I didn't think we could fill 4 hours.
Yeah, see,
and so I think it's someone that's more...
Well, he's been in the industry
for a while that's able to handle that. He's done that job.
Yeah, man, he understands.
By himself.
He understands the structure that, and a lot of the stuff that needs to be in place. And that's where, but you guys were kind of the morning drive, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. We were basically just the same hours as the damn Levitard show, like that 8 to 12 show where you just jump on, go have fun. We were having fun. It's a fun show. It'll still be a fun show. We still do nonsense. I mean, we'll get outside, we'll call in and have a person on the streets in downtown Houston begging for cash.
Yeah, see, that's
That's
what
what
we're
we've been
doing.
doing.
That's
We're
cool.
doing
Bus
stunts
fare,
and
all
challenges.
kinds of nonsense.
That's what we're doing with DynastyWise After Dark. This Tuesday, we're going to finish the Death Nut Challenge.
Oh, that's
I'm,
awesome.
I'm actually sad I won't be there for that one. I wanted to finish it. I started it. I wanted
The
to
main
finish
thing
it.
I'm upset about is this Astros thing. Me and you, we're going to do this Astros thing big, I think.
The which one?
The one that we had planned for the 10 to 12 that they didn't go to the World Series or whatever, right? So we
Oh,
didn't
that
keep
was
it going.
that was more Chad. That was the Mad Chad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Chad.
yeah, that's okay. No, that's all right.
But you were there.
I was producing.
You were running that shit.
I
I thought you were going to be there every time. Then.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's what I was
It
producing.
was at your house.
Yes.
That we did that.
Yeah.
That was,
Oh, yeah.
that was.
That's
So I figured you might be there.
Yeah,
that's the DynastyWise studio.
I like that studio though.
It's a cool
nice little
setup.
garage setup. It feels comfortable, but I understand not wanting to be there
Yeah.
because it is your house and I'm a dirty person.
Well, no, it wasn't that at all. It's just the Mad Chatter when baseball ended. He's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
gone. Actually, last one he did, I don't know if he even did any baseball.
No, he didn't.
I think he did.
And a week before, he didn't show up, asshole.
We
No,
did
just
we did a
kidding.
little baseball. We mainly talked about our favorite baseball movies and stuff.
Yeah.
which was cool. That's all. See, to me, that's sports related. If you're talking sports based movies, dude.
Oh,
Dude. I mean, I love. It's sports related.
But
so we had a romantic comedy draft this week.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have lost on us our 4-hour show.
Oh no.
See, I don't know.
When you have a romantic comedy draft in the first week of your full show, it's like, oh, wait a minute, they are just filling it with nonsense.
Oh, let's talk about. Hold on. Well, let's reevaluate some things. What it sounded like. Yeah.
It's middle of football season. What are we doing here, boys?
Yeah.
Well,
Start watching up.
DynastyWise After Dark, I mean, we pitched as it's really not a sports show.
It shouldn't be.
Yep.
It's
Well,
just it's us.
Entertainment.
I'm gonna do the frozen arm challenge. See who's man enough to keep their arm in the water for the longest time. I've challenged all of Houston Primus to do the no fun karaoke. You come in and you try to sing. Notice ain't no little fruity drink. You actually got to come in and actually try to sing the song.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah.
But
Also, from this DynastyWise guys,
yes,
Okay.
you're doing charity today, right?
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
try- Trying
What is
to.
for? What is that for?
It's for Camp Hope.
Okay.
Camp Hope is an organization that they basically take a lot of the soldier sailors and they basically the ones that are suffering from PTSD and they help them and their families get back on their feet. They house them, feed them, clothe them. They do a lot of different things for them. There's actually what I like. I actually talked to Claudia over there. Is a lot of the staff that's on duty or the staff that's there. They actually have gone through the program and came back as staff to help, and that's almost the majority of their staff. So they understand the process and everything going on. I thought that was neat that these soldiers, they give so much, soldiers and sailors give so much, then they go through this program, and then they come back to give more.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a pretty neat thing over there. I've been talking often. This is kind of our first thing that we've kind of started doing for them. Unfortunately, they had like 15 events today. Of course,
Oh, wow, yeah.
it's Veterans Day.
Yeah.
So
obviously,
otherwise,
everyone in the kind of industry is definitely this is their day.
yeah. Otherwise,
There's 2 days a year that they rock and roll. Memorial and Veterans Day
Yeah,
is
that's
their
it.
cash making money.
They don't really like
Absolutely.
Memorial Day. But
well, Memorial. I mean,
No, but it's
you
cash
honor
money
the dead.
making. You're
That is
honoring the
true.
dead.
That is true.
You got to honor the dead too. I mean, it's still
That's
a time
true,
to be like, hey,
yes.
these people fall for us. You got to come out
Yes.
and support.
I wasn't denying that. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, no one wants
We're gonna
to
figure
have
it
that.
out.
Like everyone wished there was not a Memorial Day because that'd be easier, right?
Right?
Yeah.
If no one died, but that's definitely something that happens in wars.
But it's good that it's in place. But yeah, Camp Hope is it's a great program. Actually, what we're planning on doing is what we raised today. We're going to go out and deliver, and they're going to give us a tour of the facility and kind of take a look. And since this is kind of a warm up, really, in all honesty, we're legitimately trying to raise money, but
Yeah.
it's kind of our first go at really trying to raise money for them. We're going to get them out for the next event, and this is not the best environment for some of the staff to come out just because it's a tavern.
Yeah, I think maybe you want to do it maybe
yeah.
a restaurant more.
Yeah, it would be it'd be something like that, or
like
a ball,
park or
yeah.
something.
It'd be a ballroom, or one of our bigger events,
Yeah.
or something like that. Would be a little bit more suitable for what they're trying to do. So we would actually go to them and all that. Which,
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does, and I totally get it. So, but it's a great thing for them to do. So, but yeah, that's Camp Hope here in Houston.
And we still trying to do that butt cancer thing for me.
I don't know. Are we?
I'm supposed to get hit in the ass with a fucking 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Dude, you and Chad have got to hook up because I want to see it. We want to put it on video.
I need Chad to come through.
Yeah,
I need that on the GoFundMe. We need $1,000. I'm take $500, and the other $500 will go to butt cancer.
Yep.
There you go.
Chad,
Prostate cancer. Getting tired of all these pink ribbons. Where the brown ribbons at? Damn it.
and I love Chad as well, but the problem with Chad is almost more ADD than I am. And
Oh, God.
that's quite the feat. I'll be
Well,
honest with you. So
I am more ADD than both of you combined.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I can get going. You might be.
I am.
You might be. I can get on a task and stay focused. I guess sometimes I'm the exact opposite also. It's very rare that I'm on a task for more than, 30 minutes, but I can break off and, that's the, I can break
I
off
think it
and scatter. pretty
Depends
quick.
on what you're focused on.
Yeah.
My focus is really good. My wanting to do something is really
Oh,
bad.
okay. Oh, that's a.
Like doing stuff I don't want to do, fuck that.
Yeah, that. No.
Doing
no.
stuff I have to do, it's like, doing stuff I want to do,
Yeah.
hell yeah. Everything else, I don't give a shit.
No, that's when the mysterious.
I'm just an asshole.
That's
Is that what it is, actually?
It might be.
I'm just a fucking lazy asshole.
That sounds about
What?
right.
Did y'all, were y'all talking to me there all of a sudden? I was watching this. I was watching this onside kick for the Lions that was
It hit the
converted.
lion first, though. It hit the lion first.
Oh.
It ain't feeling. You know what's
Oh,
great?
but it might have been after the 10, though.
If you ever watch football and you see the guy who like dives in the ball and you see it hit his stomach, he's not going to get up. He's got anything. You see him, he's he looks like a baby because he's all like his legs are kicking, his arms are going like that because he got the wind knocked out of him. Oh man,
That's always the infamous.
I could get punched 500 times in the face. I'm good. You
So
gut
whose
punch,
team
you
is
gut,
this?
You gut punch me.
Who did
I'm on
this?
the ground.
What team is this? The Dalton, Jones, Martin, Shark.
that was
Landry, Burton,
that was
Giants,
some of our
Jacks.
picks of the week. That was
Okay.
some of our potential studs and duds.
That's mine, I believe.
I don't see Breeze on here.
Well, I was told not
Breeze
to pick
was
the obvious.
chopped off on here.
I was told not to pick the obvious. I was like, all right.
Yeah,
Not the obvious. That's not the obvious to score more points than any other player in the league this year
it's
yet.
more. These were more of if you have players that are on bye.
Are they scored 60 yet?
I
They're at
don't
51
know.
when I got here.
I don't know. They cut off the game, and I'm a little upset by it.
Well, it's because we have two Bears fans over here that want to watch the game.
Yeah.
Oh, do we?
I'll try to see if I can get Joe on.
Right there. See, here she comes.
Joe.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Joe.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Carly, tell Joe to come jump on. All right.
Restart that. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
All right, Joe's doing something with Carly.
No, I need Joe to jump on. He needs to get some mic time. Don't you pause me.
Whoa.
Don't you pause, Pat. Joe.
Hey,
I get enough.
you
of
guys.
Yes.
Yes.
You wait a minute.
I
You
guess.
guys just wait a minute. There is a woman asking you to wait. That's what you do.
My apologies, madam. I don't know what I was thinking.
Jesus.
Can't wait for that
I've
Sharia
never waited
law
for
to
one my
get
entire
here.
life. I always finish early.
I get
Let's just be honest.
I get that at home, man. Honey, I get the look. It's like, yeah, I'll get right on it. You know? Yeah.
This is going to be bad if I don't.
I know that's it.
The only time the ADD doesn't work for you
Who
is
the
like,
hell is
fuck,
that?
I can't use the ADD this time.
Right, like what you were talking about earlier. It's like when you got to do something. It's like, oh, hey, I need help sweeping the driveway. It's like, man, I got that old, football injury. It's just, it's cold outside. It's acting up.
Yeah.
It's got me. But she knows I'm full of shit.
Oh, it's fourth quarter.
Man
Damn.
down. Man down.
Man down. Oh my God.
What time? Good Lord, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we've been running for almost 2 hours.
Oh, shit, we've been
Ooh.
running since 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but this is a no break show though. That's the
No
How
only-
long are they
break
going
show.
for?
We'll probably run it till about 3:30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
We were talking about 4, but I think we're going to kind of run it. We had the show this morning too, and we almost went immediately into this one.
Uh-oh.
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Here
and this
comes
is
Carly.
and since the cameras are on, we kind of rotate, but it's really a no break.
Hi,
show.
Carly.
Those little breaks are nice though. Hey, Carly.
Paul, this is a dream of mine. I watch y'all every week on Fantasy, like from my casa.
Yes.
To be here.
It's pretty cool.
Oh,
It
nice.
is, like, so exciting. Okay.
You don't have to bump punts for that guy. We don't know this guy. This guy came off the street.
No.
No.
I work at Houston
You're a-
Pyramid.
he
It's
works-
also.
You're a good contributor.
Contributor?
Contributor.
Contributor.
Keep drinking.
How
You'll
many
get
of these
it
have
one
you
day.
had,
I'm
Carly?
so excited to be here. I can't even get my words out.
We can tell. I like it. I like the
Honestly,
excitement.
'cause I
We
watch
love
every
Carly.
week. I
Yeah,
do.
it's good
And
energy.
I haven't downloaded, but everybody should. Everybody should download the app to watch. What is it?
The
The
TuneIn
TuneIn
app.
The TuneIn app,
I
KTXF.
haven't
Yeah.
done it because I'm a Facebook Live viewer.
Yeah, we've
but
kind
I
of-
got to download the app to do so.
We've kind of slacked off on the Facebook Live. We're gonna start. We're gonna start
I do,
picking.
I chime in every week.
We're gonna. You do.
Okay.
We're gonna start picking it back up.
Y'all see my view? All right. So my question is,
Okay.
Miami, Jakeem Grant, Miami, Devontae Parker, or Green Bay, Scatlin?
I'm leaning to.
The G is silent on Scatlin.
It is.
I have no idea.
I,
I don't watch sports.
honestly, it's.
What are you doing sitting here
I
then?
just make fun of
I'm
people that
almost-
watch sports.
He just came in and sat
Yeah.
down.
I mean, I'm leaning towards Parker.
I'm leaning Parker too.
Yeah, I like Parker there. I mean, it's
my
better-
job in every show is always to say Scatlin is the guy to go with.
There you go.
You're a Packers fan?
No,
Get off my.
I
get
am
off
a
me.
He's not a Packer.
Jeff, tell
What?
him, get off.
person that always picks the person that no one else will pick.
That's fair.
Oh, but he's not a He's not a Packers fan. He's not a Packers fan.
I didn't even know who you were talking about
We don't like Packers.
before you said his
But he's
name.
not a Packers fan.
I didn't know there
He
was a
could stay.
G in Scatlin.
We are Bears.
Two of you
Bears
are
people.
Bears
But my sister's a Packers fan.
My sister is not in good standings with me.
Well,
Is that a divisional?
she's
Is that a
handicapped though.
is
So you
it-
hate handicapped people?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Ah,
I am. I'm
on.
not joking at all.
Oh really?
But
I was gonna say
Why
that's.
is she a Packers fan? Is she from Texas? And
'Cause
just
she's
a
yeah,
random-
she's from
handicapped.
Texas. I cheered for Brett Favre for like 2 years when I was a kid when they were winning Super Bowls, over the Bears. And
He said, "I know you asked for it though. You were."
Take his mic.
my sister just got into the Packers and the cheesehead thing, and that's just what she does. She's a Texans fan, Packers fan second.
It is easy to get sucked into though, man.
It's
being
a fun
Chiefs-
crowd.
It is, dude. It
I
is.
am Bears fan and then Texans.
Like we had a wedding 2
Have
years.
you always been a Bears fan? Even before Adam.
But Michael Jordan, because my family's born and raised. That's how I met Adam. Was up
You got to go into the mic
Ah,
though.
okay.
Oh, you came down with him. Here, lean into the mic.
Lean into the mic.
Talking to
I
the
was
mic.
born and raised in Spring. Don't get me wrong, but like my family is all from Chicago. So like growing up, we were more basketball.
I hear
and
it now.
I always tell Clay and Joe that y'all need to do like a basketball because I love football, but basketball is like my number one.
Basketball.
So I always tell them like keep the fantasy like the football, but like do a basketball because I would like tune in. For sure,
We
for
are
sure.
in the process of.
Russia.
We are
Are
working
y'all?
on it. Yeah, it's in
Yeah,
the background. There's a lot of.
Carly.
We honestly, Carly, we've got probably 50 other things that we've got cooking, and
Really?
there's a lot of stuff we have cooking. We've always got a few things on the burner.
We'll announce right now, Carly. We're gonna have the Carly and Chelsea show.
Oh my God, you see your face.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. I guess.
Y'all,
it is a
what are
thing.
you
I don't
gonna
know.
talk
Is
about?
this happening?
I don't know.
Who
Really
are
gonna
these
start
people?
doing a basketball thing? Because I keep asking
It's gonna
them,
be
like,
hosted
they
by
know
Carly.
who it is.
Carly and Chelsea basketball show.
We've honestly been talking about it. Yeah, we've been talking about it for a
CNC
while.
basketball.
But Clayton then said like, oh, because basketball, there's so many more games, per week.
There is, yeah. It's a lot more to
It's hard
follow.
yeah.
It's hard to keep up. I mean, but the good side about it though is like you have your Sunday, for football example, you have your Sunday and Monday. You have your games,
Right.
and then you have to talk about it the rest of the week. With basketball, there's always something that you can highlight almost every night. So
How do y'all feel? Because I'm a diehard Jimmy Butler for Tomball, Texas. And
Oh,
Who's
Yeah.
that?
70s.
I went to Tomball.
yeah,
Tomball, Texas. I
Yeah.
don't know how I feel about you being a Packers fan, and I'm a.
I'm not. I'm a
His-
Texas fan.
Sister
his
and
sister-
His
Yeah.
handicapped sister is.
But if you're doing a basketball show, do you just talk nonsense until the last 5 minutes and then pick it up and talk basketball? Because that's how basketball is played for the regular season. Trading
I
baskets
get
all day
sad.
long, whatever.
With basketball,
Whatever
it's
happens,
tough
and then we'll
because
play
it's-
hard in 5 minutes.
With basketball, it's
That's
tough
NBA.
because it's always like the Warriors and the Cavs, and now that LeBron went to the Lakers, it's tough. I think Pat, come on.
It's not the Warriors and
Well,
Cavs
we'll-
anymore.
I'll get him. I'll get
Milwaukee's coming strong. Giannis
We are.
Antetokounmpo is the best player in the league at this point. He is
Who?
killing it.
Who is it?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, from the Bucks. I hate
Almost
the
See,
sounds,
why don't-
almost sounds
I
made
hate
up.
the Bucks because
That's
they're
what
the
you kept out?
Hey, that's all,
the
but that's
bullies.
good pronunciation.
It
But
is.
yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
like how
does.
you say his name.
I know it is, but I'm just saying it almost sounds like a made up. I know
It takes me
I
a second
know.
to read every time you got to take a break after Giannis. You're like, Antetokounmpo.
Houston Preeminence, new show, basketball talk.
I'm glad we got the Jabari Parker from the Bucks, though, because he's from Chicago. so-
Chicago.
Chicago. What pizza you like? New York pizza or Chicago deep dish?
Chicago
Uh. All day?
She said she added the all day on that.
All
That was
day.
her punctuation mark with those two words.
I was wondering.
Portillo's. If y'all have an opportunity to visit Chicago, check
Where-
out Portillo's and Giordano's Pizza.
Good stuff.
I kind of like being alive though. That's why I haven't really visited Chicago.
Too many
God,
gunshots.
You're going to
going
have to
off
teach me
there.
how to do this. I'm going to pick up one of these little
Things.
things, and then
I
you
don't know what they're
someone's going to have to
called.
show me how to work a
I'm
broadcast
upset,
from one of
though.
those things.
Why do
It's,
y'all think
Laptop
Pat,
thingies, whatever.
Pat,
Yes,
why
ma'am.
do you think Kansas City so strongly earlier to backtrack to like our playoff predictions? And I know it's not fantasy related, but why
Somewhat.
do you think Kansas City so much this year?
Because I feel like they have all the tools.
Alex Smith, but who else?
Alex
mean,
Smith
I
is
would-
on the
I-
Redskins.
Julio Jones is there, right?
No.
It's no.
Yes, he is. Actually, yes.
We're, don't do that.
He's
No.
on the Chiefs.
Why are we talking
No.
about Alex Smith about the Chiefs?
Because he said I
Come on, we got
earlier.
Radio Gold here.
Yeah.
Stay with me.
No,
Previous question was you said that.
I felt like the Chiefs were gonna. I felt like the Chiefs were gonna be in the AFC Championship because I honestly I feel like they're lacking a defense, but they're putting enough up on offense where they can win a lot of games, and I think that'll take.
Refresh my memory, because I'm a girl.
Kareem Hunt, Tyreek Hill.
Don't use the "I'm a girl" thing.
Well, because a lot of viewers are going to be like, "Why are you refreshing?"
No, that's fine.
players?
No, I mean
Okay.
with Tyreek Hill, Kareem
Jesus.
Hunt, Kirk Cousins. We'll get you out to the next one. And Travis Kelce. I mean, they've got offensive weapons. But
Offensive line is killer.
yeah, their offensive line is actually one of the biggest because they're not giving up anything on sacks as well. Their defense, yes, they give up points on defense. Well, they actually don't give up a lot of points on defense. They bend without a lot of breaking. Are you serious?
What?
Get him. She's not having it, man.
Now, you do not yawn when she's on air.
That was Jeff, man. That was actually one
That
of the most
was me.
disrespectful things you could do.
That was me.
But that's the main reason. I feel like in the AFC, I've got a stronger feeling that it's going to be the Patriots in Kansas City. I think that's going to be the championship game, and that's where.
Do you think Brady? Now, if your predictions, do you think Brady will retire after this year? If he does,
I don't know if Brady. I don't know if Brady will ever retire.
No, he will play 2 more years. He told
Random
me.
question: do you think Aaron Rodgers or Brady? Who's going to retire faster?
Aaron Rodgers.
That's
His
actually-
knee is blown out at an older
Do you
age.
think he'll get a Super Bowl before?
No.
He has a Super Bowl.
Well, but will he get another one? No. But I just.
He's not as good as Eli Manning.
He's not as.
Manning, where has he been?
That's a valid argument.
I
He's got-
killed
he's
it this
got two.
week.
Where is he?
I made
though?
Trey lose his mind on the Eli is better than Peyton argument.
See, the Bengals are always my sleeper team, but really it should be the Giants, my sleeper team. Because I don't know why every year I'm like, Bengals are my sleeper
Jesus.
team, even though I don't know.
So you're
But
just rooting for the sewer of the league, huh?
Eli.
Eli.
The
He's
Giants.
my favorite quarterback, also.
Is he
Eli and Peyton
Are
are
you
his
saying
brothers.
that sarcastic, or are you for real?
No, from day he was
What?
drafted.
Speaking to the mic,
was-
I can't hear you.
I told my
Eli's last name?
Manning.
Manning.
Peyton's brother.
Peyton and Manning. Right. I know they're brothers, but I couldn't remember
Peyton's
their
last name
You couldn't
is
remember Peyton Manning's last name?
Jennings. Peyton Jennings.
You're
I
having
don't know
issues,
why
son.
I always want to say Eli Peyton. Peyton.
That's
I
his
don't
middle
know.
name.
Okay, I'm a girl. and
Don't.
I can't remember.
Don't
No,
hide.
maybe it's because you've been drinking too much today, maybe.
How many have you had?
You know
Carl?
what, Packers fan? I need you to go stand
Whoa,
over there
Texans fan.
and, like,
I'm a Texans fan. 100%.
I'm so sorry.
Why? 6-0 streak. Better than the Bears?
They went
Boom.
3-0 though.
Yeah, and then Khalil Mack is now hurt,
And
which
now
was a
they got
great trade now.
Thomas. Now they got Thomas, which was a great.
Who?
Demarius Thomas.
Yeah, he'll be okay. He doesn't really fill the shoes up Fuller for the Texans.
No, not right now, but he's durable.
Nobody's
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah.
If Kiki Kuti can
He's not healthy.
Is
ever get
Watson
back on the field.
coming off of that ACL?
Who? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
He's
He's been solid.
not
I mean,
a Derrick Rose.
no, he's been
scenario?
putting them up.
Aw, y'all.
What?
That
We
feels
didn't-
like a leaving group, or are they going to go do the fun thing?
They're gonna go do the fun thing.
They're gonna go take
Jesus Christ. Is there a way that I can get a number for acquiring fun things?
Just go out there.
Yeah.
There's
That's
a
will happen eventually.
there's
But I'm not
this-
going to leave the show.
There's gardeners. There's that garden place over there, so they're gonna go garden.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Huh? Should.
Oh, we got to fill this space. But so you're Bears.
There you go.
So how you feel about Mitch Trubisky?
She don't have the things on.
Yeah, no. So how are we feeling about Mitch Trubisky? As a
I
quarterback?
laughed at Mitchell. It's live.
It's live.
It's live.
It's what they
not-
do.
Yeah, you look fine.
You look way better than everyone
Us.
else up here.
Yeah.
I was just
For
say
sure.
you
I looked at both of you to make sure I was going to be okay because I knew myself looking terrible.
Yeah. You look like you're supposed to be here more than we do.
Yeah,
So
you're actually in a jersey.
Watching myself in the video.
Whoa, whoa,
Don't
whoa.
do-
I got a Texan shirt on. Don't judge me.
He's
But I
le-
still
he's-
just look
He's
ugly.
legit.
I got DynastyWise shirt on.
I've got one on
Yeah.
underneath.
Yeah, thank you. Representing.
I've got
Carly's my favorite.
I've got the where championships are made.
Oh, I wear that shirt, dude. I wore that to the Texans game the other day.
Did you? Good for you, dude. Tell me that's not.
You went
the-
to
the
the
shirt.
Texans game the other day?
2 weeks ago.
Very fun.
Yeah. Well, season tickets. That's the last time they were home. So, yes. But
But
I wore the,
you're a Packers fan. I don't want to talk.
So Carly,
I'm not. You're judging me for a Packers fan. That's insane. But That shirt is legit. You guys should pick it up everywhere. Everyone compliments it. There's a guy shitting on a toilet with a phone. It's amazing.
I told
I
Clay
know.
the other day I want to get some of the girl merchandise.
Yeah.
For the Dynasty Wise.
We're actually gonna have to go.
I don't want a tank top though. I want a t-shirt.
You want a t-shirt? Okay.
Please.
Well, yeah, that's fine. What we're trying to do is the guy that does a shirt. He's actually part of the DynastyWise team. He has a grown-up job, and his grown-up job is tied up him more to about 80, anywhere from 80 to 95 hours a week. So,
Jesus, what do you do?
He's a cop,
Yeah.
but it's the extra jobs.
Jeff doesn't want nothing to do with it.
Appreciate all the police officers out there
I know.
doing their job.
Yes.
I gotta go low.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's about all I gotta say.
I was gonna
to
say,
that.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I could go further on like how much they do great for our society, but
They do.
if you guys don't believe that, you're probably living wrong.
Yes. that
Go
is-
be a cop.
that
See
is
how
correct.
hard it is. Now,
Yeah.
Carly, if the Texans are playing the Bears, who are you cheering for?
I've said it since I was about 12 years old.
fix it.
Bears #1, Texans.
Oh,
second.
okay, so
Just
that's
like
the
the
answer.
Cubs, just like the Cubs, just like the Chicago
Fuck the
Bulls.
Cubs.
The
Where's-
Bulls
I'm sorry for cussing.
won,
Sorry, where's the mute button on her?
Rockets,
Yeah,
oh.
Cubs.
Bulls 1, Rockets 2, Bears 1,
Texans,
Texans
2.
2.
Cubs 1.
Cubs 1.
He has some
I'm so sorry, and like I get on Clay all the time because I'm like, Clay, why do y'all always like eat like the Texans, everything Texas? Love on the Bears.
Did you
and
hear
love
what?
on- but
Did you hear what he said? The Packers fan. He said, "Fuck the Cubs."
Fuck the Cubs.
We won
When?
2 years ago.
3 years ago. No.
3 years ago.
Well, now it's
And
3
then
years.
the
Yeah.
and then it was like a dream come true.
You were
because the
happy.
Texans
Cubs win.
won, the
Cubs win.
And then the
Cubs won,
Astros.
Oh, hi.
How do you feel about that?
I was
Hey.
so excited. So I was so excited.
If you're a hot dog,
Well,
would you eat yourself?
the Astros Cubs dynamic
Oh, I
was
was worried
huge
you
for
were
a
gonna
long
say
time.
yes.
That was always a fun rivalry. My uncle lives in
Hi.
Chicago, and when they won, he gave me too much shit. When we won last year, it was like, no, fuck you,
Now,
back
do
at you.
Do you hate the White Sox because you're a Cubs fan?
Yes.
Like-
yes. Strongly.
Wow.
It's because you don't like the poor side of town.
Screw
No,
them.
And it's funny because I watch like Shameless, and that's on like the South Side.
Yeah.
Chicago White Sox is, yeah.
Where people
no.
are just getting shot every day.
Yeah.
Maybe 50 people.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
a terrible
like it's like
place.
the numbers are scary.
Yeah.
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 If you do not live on the lake, you
Murder
might die
capital.
randomly.
Right. Murder capital of the world.
Now you know why I haven't gone to Chicago because I don't know the
Right.
good or the bad parts.
Yeah.
Stay on the lake. You'll
What's
be
going
all right.
on over here? You know,
Deep dish pizza, just chill in your hotel.
that's it.
That's it. I was gonna
Not
say
a-
that is not the place to get pizza from. That's where you will get murdered,
Yeah.
and they will take your pizza.
Hey, I didn't order crack on my pizza. What's going on here?
Instead of the fishing hole, they have the murdering hole.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
the good old murdering hole.
But there probably is some good ice fishing going to start here in the next 2 months. up
Have you
there.
ever ice fished?
It's amazing.
You want to?
No.
Why not?
I'd rather just sled. Go, like,
Oh,
down
okay.
the hill and sled.
Do you ever fish?
I fish down here sometimes.
Oh, okay.
The owner of the bar. I know it's not really it's winter related. So, but he played hockey, and it's actually the first like.
Is that a sport?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or is it a hobby?
That's
well,
a sport.
Up there, it's a sport.
Blackhawks? What are you talking
Oh,
about?
Blackhawks.
Up,
Watch
up
out
there,
now.
it's a sport. But
Get
he,
off of my seat.
but like the front.
Off of my
I think it's like the
lineup.
front 5 or 6 of his teeth are fake.
I don't.
Go Red Wings.
He took a slap shot.
Go Red Wings is what he said.
Oh.
Those are fighting words.
Well,
What
my
is your
family's from
name?
Detroit,
What is your
so-
name? What part?
Bay City, actually. It's not really
I
Detroit,
lived
but they're
in
like.
Southfield and Warren. Oh my gosh, side note, I'm sorry, fantasy. I
No, it's
walked.
fine.
I lived like I
Bay City's like
go
3
on
hours
8
south.
Mile. I went to Eminem's trailer park.
You lived there? Or you went there?
You went there?
I lived in Southfield and Warren.
I don't know what that
Michigan.
is.
It's in Michigan.
When I flew
But it's,
into
like, right by
Detroit,
8
it was
Mile.
like, get the rental car and get the fuck out of Detroit.
You know how like Eminem
Yeah.
says
Get
on
into
his
the
line,
fields as
you-
fast as possible.
You know how
Yeah.
Eminem says you don't want to go on the east side to 8 Mile? I went on
You
the
just
east
don't
want
want
to
to
be
be
in
in Detroit. It's worse now.
She went for it.
You know what's fun to do in Detroit? Pack and get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I went on the east side to 8 Mile. And it
The only
is
people
not
moving
There's
to
a bunch
Detroit.
of shitty white guys trying to rap going,
No, it's
I
actually
was, like,
90%
the
Muslim now.
whitest- No,
no,
Oh,
even
that's,
worse.
That's
Yeah.
Dearborn, isn't it? That, is
It's
that-
just all
Yeah.
Detroit now.
Dearborn.
Is it?
Coming. Yeah.
Oh, you
Right.
better not go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Be
was
careful what you're wearing. You
very,
better have something on your head.
I was very light skinned there. 'cause
You were
I
very
was-
light skinned
It
there.
was a lot of like Mondays
Are-
and
Are you Italian?
German and
German and Italian.
Zing high.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Let's do that.
That wasn't even me.
No, I immediately,
You immediately looked at me. Trust me.
You had no idea it was going to come from the other side, did you?
Out of habit.
That's that
I
full
looked at
court
Joe.
press where you put
I already,
on them.
Pat didn't hear, but I already got in
The
trouble by
lion-
saying I wish
the
ISIS would
lion
kill this
before?
country
I
music
missed
star.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
I'm just saying, if I see a video with ISIS
we-
standing above him,
Hey,
I'm not gonna
Pat.
say
We
it.
don't.
Pat,
Yes.
what do you think about Stafford? Because I hate Stafford because when I did live in Michigan, like I was always a diehard.
Well, it sounds
Bears
like
fan.
you've honestly already got an opinion, so it doesn't matter what I say.
I know, but I just.
I
I'm
love
interested.
Stafford.
From a fantasy
I just
from-
wanted to see the face.
from a fantasy production, they're a pass happy offense that can't get anything done on the ground.
But now that they don't have Sue on the defense, like you would think they wouldn't like been declining.
You know, it's amazing. She knows her shit.
Yeah,
You're very good, Carly. You should be on more with us.
Wait, hold on, I'm sorry to cut you guys off. Is that 4 missed kicks today?
Yes.
That one hit the
That's
post.
why they went.
See, that should be
That should be more.
That should be more points.
That should be 4 points.
It takes skill to hit the post.
They
and
got
not put it
all this
We
room
need
for the field
Robbie
goal.
Gold back.
Yeah.
Gould?
Bring Gold. His foot is
Gold.
gold.
Stay gold, Capone boy. I think.
Where's Gold?
Hey, no one go over
All
me.
right, I got a fancy question for y'all for next
Okay.
year.
I don't know if I
Next
like it.
year.
Oh.
Oh.
Does Dicker the kicker? Is
Ditka?
your number one kicker pick next year?
Dicka is a kicker?
Dicker from UT.
Oh.
Is he the number one kicker next year?
You got to talk my. I
That-
can't hear you. I'm sorry.
It's funny you're bringing up kickers. Yeah, why not?
He's been killing it in college.
I mean, you can't. I mean,
it's a bigger goalpost. I get it, but that dude has been launching balls.
dude. I mean, that the kicker, the evolution of the kicker has changed.
He's the last kicker since not Grammatica, since Janikowski
Yeah.
to be talked about in a first round pick.
I'll be honest with you, dude. Some of these, I mean, him in particular, I'm scared that these guys. It used to be you got to get to like the 35 or somewhere in that
Yeah.
range. This guy, I'm afraid, could be kicking him from the 50. It's like you get to midfield, he's going to
almost
be
got
draining
you.
him.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
like he has 4 more years of getting better at kicking.
What how old is he?
He's I think he's either sophomore or junior.
Dicka
Sophomore,
is
junior, okay.
64, but he's going to be kicking.
He will kick the shit out. If Denver gets him, that is gonna be a knock.
I mean,
they can
I
kick
mean,
it from the 52.
Yeah, I was going to say that's
They can
exactly.
kick it from the 48-yard
Yeah,
line.
he-
Yeah, fuck it, we're on the
I
wrong
was gonna
side,
say, yeah.
son.
All right, they haven't made it to the opposing side of the field yet, but he's still dangerous from this side.
From 70.
Yeah, that
It's
was
good.
That's always been the rule in fantasy. Just take Denver's kicker and you're all right, because at least you know they can get it
Yeah,
from the 40.
you're gonna get a little extra.
Yeah, that's with the air
This
so
is
much more
awesome.
thinner.
Like that 39 is now a 40 because he's gonna back it up. I need
Yeah,
an extra.
and
I need an extra point.
I told
It
you.
makes a big difference.
I
Is
told
there
you.
an age difference on kicking?
I told her, and her boyfriend agreed that
Yeah,
Dicka's coming back to be a kicker. Just a kicker. He's not going to play linebacker or tight end, but he's going to come back and kick.
I mean, it's been talked about. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, there's no.
But he might do it for the Packers, though.
no,
Packers, Bears, or
Jesus.
Saints,
I-
one or the other, one team.
I don't know if I can ride the Ditka train playing for the Packers. That's not what I've heard in my
Right.
report.
Yeah, I think
He's
that's a
always-
little sacrilegious.
No, I'm actually.
Didn't he do like an SNL spiff, like where he was like the Bears? Like wasn't there
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
like
Da Bears.
Yeah.
If Dicka play
God.
God who wins, tough game,
Are
84.
you too young to even know that happened?
Yeah.
You know what, you
Jesus
Packers
balls.
Well, she knows it
fan?
happened.
I
I'm
was a
dying now.
Packers
I am almost
fan.
dead.
You know what? I told you to go stand in the corner.
Yeah.
But can we get some feedback?
Nobody
Can
puts
we
Jeffro in the
say
corner.
This guy to go stand in the corner.
Okay, you're gonna tell me to stand in the corner. You cannot have a guy with this kind of hair stand in the
Oh,
corner.
look at this. Let's stand up and applaud.
Oh, we're cheering for something. What happened here?
Here comes
Oh, a
the
party
men.
bus of people.
Here come the
showing
veterans.
Up. Oh, here we go. That is definitely a cheer-worthy
All
event.
right, y'all. I'll continue back in a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Go do your
So
thing.
Fun.
I gotta shake
Pat,
some hands.
can I? How y'all gonna be live?
Let's go do this.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You want to live and go shake hands?
Yeah, hold on one
Let's go
second.
do
Here
it.
they come. The real men.
Hold on
That's
one
right. What's going on? Ma'am, how are you? Good. Sir, how are you? Thank you for your service.
We just had a. We'll get them in a little bit. We just had
Or
a.
we got ignored. My haircut
many
might have
are
done
on
that.
this
I'm sorry.
bus?
They threw them off. Hey, man, they just had a busload of vets show up.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And just in case you're wondering, we had
Come
a-
on in. Kyle's
Joe.
paying for drinks.
We're here at 2 Mules several times.
You want to ask one of them
All
to take
right.
over?
Here they
Oh, here
come.
just a little
Hey,
bit.
sir. Thank you for your services, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah, but yeah, we just had a busload of veterans show up here at 2 Mules
right.
Tavern. That is awesome.
This guy's a killer.
That
How
is
you doing, sir? Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir.
By the way, you're
Yeah.
killing it, man. You are killing it.
In
What?
reference to
Like, your seat was able to say hi to every veteran that walked in and give him
Damn right.
a handshake.
Yeah.
They ignored
I was
me.
scared to shake that one guy
I
from
think I
Vietnam.
took
He
my-
looked like a kill. He had that 1,000-yard stare.
some, I was gonna say some of those guys are tough as shit.
I'm pretty
And-
sure all tougher than me.
I'm gonna say I'm a little bitch compared to them. There is
Yep.
no. They had it, and when they were like, "We had it tougher than you," I was like, "You're not getting an argument, dude." I mean,
Yep.
there is absolute no argument whatsoever here.
It's like if you get in an argument with a Vietnam vet, forget it. Like that one punk kid got shot. I forgot where the theater was, but this punk kid.
Abraham Lincoln?
No. Well, you know,
One punk kid in
he wasn't a
the
punk
theater.
kid. You know, unless you were
Jesus.
upset what he did, but you
No.
know, so-
I'm asking you. I thought
well,
you were talking about
alluding
theaters.
to it, but you know, now this punk kid started talking shit to this Vietnam vet, and like, and pretty much what you thought happened. He, you
Went
know,
next level on him.
well, yeah. I mean, this punk kid's like, well, you know, I'm gonna whip your ass, old man, and that turned out bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Guess
don't
what you don't do? Fuck
don't-
with killers.
Yeah, that's it.
If it's like Desert Storm, the first one, it's you could kind of talk, but if it's a Vietnam guy, just no.
No, but they're still practicing killing people
Yeah.
every day. Like, it's a different thing.
but it's softer now. We don't want to look warlike, which is a natural comment from the Clinton administration.
I mean,
We don't want to look warlike with our troops.
I don't. I mean, I see what you're saying. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit, man. These guys and gals are trained fucking killers.
They had to
And
do what they had to do. And
They do.
Good
That's
for
it.
that.
Hey, it's about
Thank God they did it.
It's about
That's
surviving.
all I can say.
At that point, it's about surviving and take care of the buddy next to you.
See what
That's
Yeah.
what it boils down to.
You're in the woods with a bunch of guys with bullets coming at you.
Been
You
there.
do what you got to do. You take care of your business, and you come home as if you can.
That's it. And then you go back,
That's it.
and that's it. That's what
That's it.
happens.
That's what
I
it
think
is.
the fans are upset Carly left.
That's how
probably.
that's how the rotations go, man. You go out, you do what you got to do, come home, see your family, and then you go back. Do it 5 more times, man. Some of these guys are doing some crazy ass
Yeah, I wish
long
I could
tours.
afford to buy these guys around, but
I know.
my
Me
pockets
too.
aren't that deep.
I forgot my wallet, and my freaking PayPal hasn't paid me yet for my selling my Jerry Rice rookie card.
Man, yeah.
How much you get for that?
$50.
$1
$50.
or 1,000.
50. It's not.
Rookie card?
It's not.
You
It's
should have waited for
not-
him to die, except for he's Jerry Rice, and he'll never die because he's like the healthiest person in
It's-
the world.
it's-
And he's half gay.
That's
It's not rated.
halvesies.
You know.
Yeah.
That's. I don't think. I agree with you. I don't think he's ever gonna die.
I should have
The dude
just.
is
I
still
should have
running.
just wrote 9.5 and put a star there on the thing. Look, it's rated 9.5.
The guy. I don't know if the guy's aged a day since he retired.
No, the dude runs, still those hills, does all the same crazy shit. It's like, what is he doing?
And you know what the biggest bullshit is in all the sports?
Drugs.
Magic Johnson does not have AIDS. He gets better and better every year.
I think it's because he has HIV.
Yeah,
I don't think it's. I don't think it's turned into
ever-
full.
yeah.
No, he doesn't have HIV anymore.
He doesn't.
Nope.
No, he's like
It's all done.
He's
Is it-
cured.
Cured it.
he. Oh
you
my
guys
God!
didn't know this?
No, I knew this, but now I put it together.
You guys have a
I
sports
put
show.
it
You didn't
together.
know Magic Johnson
No.
doesn't have HIV anymore.
No, I knew, and I put it together. Make movie theaters, and it will cure you, because that's what he did
Well,
after it.
When you act like you had AIDS for the government because you're trying to sell it as a thing for people to not have sex and sell condoms and whatever they did, and then the government makes your businesses, whatever you run into, successful, and you become a billionaire, guess what? Now it's like, oh, wait a minute, I don't have AIDS. Randomly, you're like, oh, wait a minute, no, you just never had AIDS.
Oh, okay. So you are.
I didn't
saying
test
he
his
never-
blood.
he
Did
never-
you test his blood?
No.
I'm just going
I
with the
don't- I don't
conspiracy
want-
theorist.
I don't want to get too close to his blood because what if he does have AIDS?
I don't have my tunes.
Yeah.
If I had my bump tunes, there'd be X Files playing in the background. The moment you said conspiracy theory, yeah.
We are conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, we are. We can go off on some crazy.
It's always
conspiracy.
fun.
It is.
No,
It's
but
great.
it's good that Magic Johnson. I think the medicines nowadays is pretty much stopped AIDS from developing in the human body as long as you catch it early enough before it becomes AIDS.
Yeah.
AIDS is actually just your body failing to HIV.
That's my favorite
That's
go-to put down. It really is. Like, get AIDS, motherfucker. Yeah.
Well,
HIV is the virus that causes your body to lose the white
Yeah.
blood count. That actually, when your white blood
The
count goes
right
to a certain
blood
level,
count.
now you are now have AIDS.
You caught that, didn't you? No one else did.
Yeah, the right blood count.
Oh, thank
Jesus
you.
Christ, dude. That's next level.
Dude, trust me, that's low level for me. I'm really tame
we have
myself.
to keep him reeled in, or we might
That's why Pat
not be in
automatic.
business anymore.
He said something, and Pat looked at me because it was like automatic. Pat looked at me like, "Dude, You know?
Yeah, I mean that's who I am. I push the boundaries too.
Yeah, you're a little bit low, huh?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not loud
Yeah,
enough.
you're good.
I can hardly
Here,
hear
I
you. You want to
got-
come
I
over
got-
here?
I got you.
I'm gonna go take a break.
We'll take a break.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
All right.
Yeah.
work this one. Kill the mic.
Appreciate it, brother.
Kill the mic, buddy.
I got you. You got it. Thanks, sir.
I
Thanks
got
for jumping on, Hoss.
Thanks, Kyle.
Come back. You're not leaving, though.
He's out of here.
Oh, okay. You're going to come.
He's
All right.
had enough of Jeff's fat mouth.
Did you have enough of my fat mouth, according to Pat?
And you can quote him.
And I can quote Pat. Pat said, "Did you have enough of my big fat mouth?"
Not yet.
Not yet. I got a purdy mouth.
Sure do.
All right. That's too hot to handle,
Too
too
cold
cold
to
to hold.
hold.
They're going to be on
They're moving to 2 to 4.
2 to 4.
Monday through Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed that announcement.
Yeah, they're in discussions with it right now.
Oh, he just broke the news.
Yeah, he was discussing it. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Two
Yeah.
to four.
Basically, they want more sports talk in the morning. So Jason is going
Yeah.
to that early
He-
morning.
He feels like that 2 to 4 is going to be, they're going to be able to do a bit more quality sports. And it's cool. I like it. I mean, I like it because that's going to be kind of leading up to.
They are very entertaining. Turn
Yeah.
on if he's on. Make sure he's mic. They are very entertaining. I do like.
They,
their
yeah, they
show.
do. I know they do, and I mean, there's some great information that they provide as well. We're running out of just a reminder.
51 to 14.
Just a reminder, we're here live at Two Mules Tavern down here in Spring, Texas, right at Cypress Wood and Holsworth. It's starting to pick up a little bit in here. We had a busload of vets come in. We're here on Veterans Day. As some of you know, we're a 100% owned veteran company, DynastyWise LLC. We're excited, man. Hopefully, we're going to make a decent donation to Camp Hope. We're hoping. We will find out hopefully at the close of this.
And again, go to maybe their website has where you could donate. You know, like I said, you don't have to say, "Hey, I heard the DynastyWise guys speaking about Camp Hope." Go there, donate. We don't need the credit. We don't want the credit. This is today. It's about veterans.
No, serving those that served us. So, Drew Brees, what was the final score? I haven't seen it yet.
It was 51-14.
51 to 14.
I just want to say right here, Nick Chubb right now, #1 running back, 20 rush, 176 yards and a touchdown. I'm not going to say I had him as my #1 running back, but I had him as my #1 running back this
You
week.
did. You did. You favored him over Duke Johnson, and you were correct.
Come here, sir. Come here. Come here, sir.
I'm not wrong.
I'm sorry. The beard.
That is a righteous
That is
beard.
first off, sir. You want to come on the air with us for a second? All right,
Here,
dude.
here, I got you. You can jump
No, okay. All right.
in. I'll let him roll in.
Come sit over here. No, you too shy or what?
They are.
All right. Do not what you're doing. Have a seat, sir. Okay. Yeah, put the headphones on. We'll make sure your mic is on. All right. I saw you with the beard, and I immediately thought of like Captain Bligh. It kind of is like a captain beard, the way it is. Is that here? Talking to the mic.
Okay, right.
There you
Captain
go.
Beard, Captain Beard.
Yeah.
No, man, it's just my thing. Everybody's trying to do beards, so I figure they can't do this. You know what I'm saying? And actually, it's not even fixed. It's just normal.
Yeah. What is your name, sir?
My name's Heeno, brother.
What is it?
Heeno the Gray.
Heeno the Gray.
Yes, that's G-R-A-Y.
Well, if we're gonna do that, I'm Jeff the Fat. Then I guess I don't know.
brother.
Adam.
Heeno the Gray.
Heeno the Gray.
Yeah.
I can spot him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Heeno the Gray. Anyway, man, I really appreciate you bringing me up here. That was very nice. I'm from New Orleans.
You from New Orleans?
Been down here.
You had a good day today.
Wonderful day.
Did you see the Saints
Yeah,
score?
No, I haven't, but don't tell me nothing because my wife got it down for me. You dig?
Don't look at the TV.
I'm not gonna look.
It was
That's why I'm
horrendous.
sitting in the
No.
corner over there.
It's horrendous.
All right, but
No, I'm just kidding. No, talking to the mic, sir.
Okay.
So you're from New Orleans,
From New Orleans, brother.
and you live in New Orleans?
No, I live down here now.
Oh, you live down here
Yeah,
now?
Born and raised in New Orleans. I live.
Did the
I'm not gonna
hurricane
tell
bring
y'all.
you here?
I live in the Woodlands. That's all I'm gonna tell
Oh, you live in the Woodlands?
Yes,
Well,
sir.
so does one of our guys.
Of course.
I live out in the woodlands.
And he lives
somewhere
out in the
there.
Woodlands. So look, you and him exchange numbers because one of you get in trouble with the wife. You can say, hey, the couch is here, man, in case the wife is bad.
Happens often.
Happens often.
And if y'all ever need somebody to serve, I'm a process server. You need a notary, I'm a notary.
You're a notary?
I'm all that shit.
You're a jack of all
and
trades.
I work at Walmart. Come
And
on,
you
man.
work at Walmart?
Yeah, man, I'm
Which
all-
Walmart do you work at?
I'm not gonna tell you.
The one in the Woodlands?
Yeah.
Rayford Sawdust?
The one.
Wait, Sawdust over 242?
Rayford, the Raleigh Fuzzle.
Riley Fuzzle?
Yeah,
Which
the new
one's
one,
that?
the new
Oh,
one,
the
the
new
new
one.
one.
I want you.
Somebody's filming us right now. Where's this?
Yeah, we're on Facebook Live.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Heeno the Gray. Nah,
Yeah, man, definitely.
No, man, yes, I do it all, bro.
What do you do at Walmart?
Well, I work receiving. I'm Cap 1. I do Falkland, whatever. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you just go wherever,
Whatever,
huh?
it's, yeah,
I was hoping you were at Sawdust because there's beautiful ebony goddess work at the one on Sawdust, man. She is an ebony busty goddess, and I'm in that electronics department. Just
She thinks you're creepy. Let it go.
that is true because I just stand there with a boner, you know, in
my
the
God.
electronics
Hey.
department.
I'm hearing them. I'm hearing them. Okay, but anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so
I can't
this is my
continue.
first time at this bar right here, man.
Is it?
My man
This is
told me to come over here. Yeah.
This is a great bar, man. You got darts, you got pool over there.
A
Look
lot
at
of
all these TVs. Two Mules Tavern is the place to be. We're from DynastyWise. You know, we do fantasy football sports. We give advice, and now we're doing more
Advice on what?
on fantasy football.
And anything.
Life advice.
Life
love
advice. Like if you want a chick, just stand in her department.
You think I would want a chick?
I'm just saying. Well, I don't. Maybe you want a guy. I don't
Just
know.
snap my fingers and get any woman I want. But
Damn.
I don't. But I don't because I'm mad. I love you, baby. If you're watching this, I'm just saying, nah, I don't mess. That's nothing like that. Women are too easy to get.
How long did you live in
True.
Louisiana? I'm thinking
I've
a
been
long
down
time.
here 14 years.
Okay,
No,
could you?
I'm lying. I've been down here 12 years.
All right. Doesn't he have kind of a Cajun accent on us a little bit?
Cajun, man. I'm Creole.
I knew it. So you could wake up
He said he's Creole.
Creole.
I'm black, French, all that shit.
Are you?
White. Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
It's like in a pot and they mix
Yeah,
it. You've been in New Orleans?
I'm mulata. Mulata everything. You heard me? Anyway.
You want back on with
represent New
He
Orleans.
reminds me of like Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Kind of.
I got to.
You know,
Hold
I'll
on.
say this. New Orleans
have
is one of the
another trick
dirtiest
coming
cities
back
I've
on
ever
the
been in
air.
my
But it's
life.
a party city, and you only been to French Quarters, probably, right?
No, I mean, I went a little bit around because we were exploring a little bit, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It was.
I'm gonna be honest. This is shithole of the South.
What, dude? Don't
It's
talk
a-
about my city. Well, it is in the French Quarter.
But you know what? We do show them love. Houston and New Orleans, the
Yeah.
whole area.
They have a good football
Yeah.
team too.
They're
They got
okay.
Drew Brees over
the
there.
Saints, right?
Ingram all day.
Wow.
Nah, Kamara.
First of all, it's dirty because y'all tourists come to our town and mess it up. And then you're going
First
to say
of
it's
all.
dirty. But I'm not going to get on that subject.
Hey, I
Well,
threw my.
since we're on that subject,
Yeah. Anyway.
Do what? All day, every day.
Well, then we'll have to talk.
Intermission.
I got this. Listen. What the?
I don't know.
So anyway, what's your name, young lady?
I'm Carly.
Harley. My name's Heeno.
Heeno.
The
Nice
Gray.
to meet you. You got some soft
Heeno the
hands.
Gray.
Soft
I
hands,
got a
Heeno.
pedicure yesterday.
Ooh, I like
It's
it.
very
I
soft.
like it.
Yeah,
Ah.
man.
Hey,
get-
pedicures are where it's at.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pedicures where
I
it's
got a
at.
pedicure the other day. There's
Manicure,
no. problem with
no.
that.
Manicure,
Reminds me
real
of
men don't
Kevin
get
Hart.
manicured.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, we're taking those rated R.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm about to start booting off my show here.
Ah.
Kick 'em
Anyway, y'all.
We're here for the veteran. Have you donated to our charity, Camp Hope?
How much you need, brother? A
What,
beer?
$1?
Oh, sure, brother.
Whatever you got.
I'm going to donate a whole bunch of money. Oh, shit.
Hey.
Hold up.
It don't got to be a whole bunch. Like I said, if you just donate $1, we're donating to Camp Hope. It's for veterans. We're just letting you know.
Okay. What happened? Anyway, I'm going to, nah, seriously, am I donating or am I buying you beer? Tell the truth.
No, Camp Hope. It's for veterans. We're going to go buy a bunch of supplies.
Oh, for veterans, man.
Yes.
I'm going to donate $5 whole, you know?
Thank you. Thank you. No, that really goes a long way.
For sure, brother.
We're going to Facebook Live. We're going to go buy supplies and donate it.
Anyway, look, I want to tell y'all thank y'all for having me on. I'm going to jet.
No, appreciate it. Thanks for your donation. They thank you. We all thank you. We have a couple veterans in DynastyWise as well, so
Oh, for sure.
we definitely appreciate you.
Y'all have-
Heeno the Gray. We won't
Heeno the
forget
Great.
you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you once again. Thank you.
But one day your beard might
Take it
match
easy,
me.
mate.
Oh, man.
Hey, you still got the headphones on, by the
Oh,
way.
my God. Hey.
Jeff, sit on. Come on, Jeff.
All right, so guys,
He kind of did sound like a.
I will say, where's y'all's donation? But Adam's buying beer. Every second drink, half of it goes to donation. So you're doing your part.
Yeah, what he said.
All right. No, seriously, we're making moves here. Like I said, Adam's donating by we keep buying beer.
Oh, I got the dog dick microphone.
So every second drink goes to charity.
got the
While
dog
Jeff's
dick
jumping
in
back
you.
on, I'm going to run to the restroom.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
My question is,
Sure.
Jeff,
Yes, ma'am.
I talked earlier about wanting y'all to do a basketball thing, but are you a basketball fan?
I
Because
am
I know
not
it's
a
more about football. Really, you don't
No,
follow
because
basketball?
the officiating got so bad it
I
was set up.
know.
Like even with the Rockets, I was kind of like, this is, I'm like, I just can't watch it. So I stopped watching it, just because. And then look, everyone complains about the refs or the fans or the umps, but this last thing versus Golden State, there were some bullshit calls against the Rockets. Uh-oh.
Bears scored, y'all.
Allen Robinson. That's
Carly, that game
Carly,
has been over.
That game, it's over. That's just his highlight. But hey, you can still cheer. You can still cheer for it, But I'm sure we could do basketball. I know Clayton's a big basketball fan, and Joe. So, look, Houston Preeminence is looking for talent. We're the best of the best. The DynastyWise guys probably just made a few people mad. I don't know, but hey, it's my show. I'm gonna brag. I'm going to take this off. I don't like leaning over. So there's Trubisky, your boy Biscuits.
We got another
I
win.
love me some Biscuits,
5-4,
honestly.
y'all.
Biscuits, he's inconsistent at times, but you know what? That's what happens when you're in the NFL your second year and you're going through a new playbook.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? We're winning games.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
everything's good. Today he made some quite impressive throws, not degrading from our receivers, making badass catches, but
And it was a good win against in a rival team also. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to be alone. Okay. Anyway, the Bears getting a good win against a division rival. That's when you need their guys. That's when you need to show up because division. It's like we're down here in Houston, Texas, and it's always like, "Well, do y'all hate the Cowboys?" Like, no. I mean, I hate the Cowboys, but I really hate the Titans. I really hate the Jets because they are in our division. Again, this DynastyWise. Oh, Iron Horse, sir. Here he comes. The Iron Horse, baby. Sit down, sir. Let me stand up for you guys. We got some real men here. I like this guy to the right of me, real men. So,
all right, gentlemen, I'll let you guys know if y'all could. You got some headphones on there, be able to hear us a little bit better.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Hear me good?
I got you.
All right, over here's the camera, but we're just going to have a conversation.
Okay.
Sir, can you switch your mic on?
You got it's up.
It's up top.
It's
up top. Right, Joe.
I got you. Yep, that's it.
There we go.
There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Very good.
I wanted to take a minute just let y'all introduce yourselves. Obviously, we've got a couple of veterans here. We're excited to have them out here for Veterans Day, and they're doing a pub crawl, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What is y'all's name, gentlemen?
Tommy Erico Jarrett.
Okay. What were your years of service, bud?
68, 69.
Nice.
Iron Horse, baby.
Yes, sir.
Did you wear the old cavalry hat?
Yes, I did.
I knew it.
Nice.
I knew it.
That's good stuff. Hey, what about you? What about you, sir? Your name?
I was 96 light infantry.
Okay.
96 infantry.
Man.
Tough as nails right there, man.
You got it.
That's what I'm talking about. And when did you serve, sir?
Pardon me?
When did you serve?
70, 71.
70, 71.
Now, we got you guys on here, and something interesting is you guys are doing a pub crawl. How long have y'all been doing this?
14 years.
14 years. And
Yes, sir.
y'all do it every year?
Actually, Charlie's brother actually started this.
Oh, really?
Augie, Bandito Augie.
Oh, nice. That's
Bandito
pretty-
Augie?
Yes, sir.
God, that's a better name than my name.
That is,
Bandito Augie.
that is an awesome name. I love it.
Well, he lost his legs in Vietnam.
Oh, did he really?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
both the legs.
Okay.
But it doesn't break the
He
spirit.
and I started this a
No,
long
sir.
time ago.
No, sir.
No, so he lost them, and he still. I guess he continued to do the pub, or he started doing the pub crawl. And you said y'all been doing it for 14 years.
Yes,
and
sir.
That's amazing.
Where all do y'all go on the pub crawl?
We go to
There's 5
Bimbo's, Track Shack, 2 Mules now. We were
Damn
here,
right.
We were here
a great place.
3 years ago.
Okay.
We decided to come back. And then we do Max and
This is the
EJ's.
first time I've been here,
Oh, is it
Wait.
really? Okay.
but I like it.
Hold
I
on.
like it.
Yes.
Excuse me, sirs. Have y'all been to Bimbo's yet? Because if you haven't,
Yes, sir. No, we
dang
have.
it.
Yes, we
With
have.
that name, I was hopping on the bus with y'all.
Let's do this.
First stop.
Oh, oh, man. Yeah.
No,
Bimbo's
no.
Track
Our
Shack.
first stop is the memorial
The memorial.
Okay, fair enough.
Amen.
Fair
on,
enough.
on Cutting Road. That's
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We pay homage to our brothers.
Hey,
We're
you got
trying to do
man.
that. I know, we joke around. We're here to have a good time, but, I want to thank y'all. And you hear it a lot. I really want y'all to know that I really appreciate your guys' service. Y'all really deserve the respect, and this country needs to do better for you guys. And that's why we're taking donations, because we're trying our damnedest to do
No.
best for y'all.
And you know what? It's
Let me
getting
tell
better.
you something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of us, Tommy, the rest of us that were Vietnam vets, we hang out at a bar called EJ's.
Yes.
And we love each other.
Amen.
And we show respect every day when Tommy comes in, I come in, whatever. We show respect for the veterans.
Amen.
You do. I mean,
That's our brothers and sisters. We have a lady
That's right.
no,
that served in the Army and the Navy.
that's pretty sweet.
No,
This
the
is,
lady
this is her
that's over
second
there,
second
she
trip
got
with us.
20 years in
Oh man, that's
She has the blondish hair.
Yes.
I shook
Okay.
her hand.
and a beautiful lady.
yeah.
She's a very pretty lady, yes.
Do you-
Her husband also was
Damn
in
it.
the military.
oh,
Damn it.
Yeah.
I sucked my gut in when she came in, dude. I was like, okay.
You know what? I'm
No,
tired of
she's-
holding my breath.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
yeah, that's it.
She's got a husband.
Yeah, that's it. You're gonna accept me for who I am.
got it.
Yep.
She's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
She's a very nice lady.
You know what? I am so glad to be as old as I am and have the friends I have.
Hey,
Amen,
that's it,
dude.
man.
Amen.
That's it. It's all, and I think it's really cool. How often do y'all see each other? Y'all see each other pretty regular?
Every day.
Every day. Okay.
He and I every other day.
And the rest of the group.
Yeah,
how?
you don't want to see him that much.
Normally, we see each
Almost
other
every
real
day.
regular.
Oh, okay.
But we always, actually, Max, Kevin Cormier gives us the bus
Okay.
for free.
Oh, that's classy.
So we can go out and do our
Have a good
V-Day.
time. Yeah, that's it. Have a good time.
It's V-Day.
Yep.
Let me guess, y'all are not driving. You have a designated driver.
No, we got a bus.
We got a
All
bus.
right.
We got a bus.
Hey
No.
man, that's it.
No.
See, that's it right there. Veterans are smart. They understand.
That's
They're going
right.
to have a good time. Hold on.
I wouldn't
hold
say-
on. Let
I
me get
wouldn't
there.
say-
Hold on. Let me finish.
Let him finish.
Yeah,
Let him finish.
I was just say when it comes to drinking, they're very they're geniuses when it comes to drinking and being able to not
No.
drink and drive. In this situation,
Yes, you're exactly.
Yeah.
That's the reason we have the bus.
We,
Yep.
we believe in Tommy and I. We believe in we're not gonna get out and hurt somebody.
No.
No.
no, that's the worst thing you want to do.
It's camaraderie.
It
Yeah.
is camaraderie.
Yeah.
Amen.
We
That's
got
the reason we do
designated
this.
drivers.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Our brothers. Tommy,
Tommy
Nick.
and
How you doing? Hey, here I'll tell you what.
technically what I say
can't
is
say that.
this is what I say. I say it was smart at the time
Right,
that I
yeah.
did it.
That's usually the
But
case.
you know what? For 14 years, we've went out, we've drank, and we really got messed up a few times.
Oh, well, come on, man! You got to have your fun.
But we have somebody to take us home at the end.
That's it.
As long
That's
as
it.
someone's driving, y'all are all good, huh?
No, you
Yeah.
gotta,
No,
you
he's
gotta
not.
be
They're
responsible.
not going to drive.
Y'all don't have to be responsible today. You just
No, you gotta be
amen,
responsible.
amen to that.
Right. We're all going to be
Always,
responsible for actions.
always responsible.
That's it.
Now, I didn't get to 70 years old for nothing.
Well, if no one's looking, you know.
Right. Well, y'all.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't believe it's bullshit.
That's the one.
Okay, I try.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, sir. That's what I'm talking
it's
about.
like when you go into the military, it's like day one, do what I tell you. Day two, don't step into bullshit. You know, that's
Guess
what
what?
I was gonna say.
That's the only reason I did 2 years.
That's it. They teach you up pretty quick. They help you learn, man.
Yes.
I learned real quick that you got to you got to have your wits about you, otherwise people are gonna get you.
Yes.
Yeah, we were all privates at one point in time, I'm sure. You know, and we all had the jokes played on us. They had their fun with me, I'm sure. But
So you're military.
yes, sir. I did 4 years in the
Are
Army.
you military?
Sir, I served in the Cub Scouts proudly.
That's good. Close enough.
No, I unfortunately I went out, but I I hid a few things, but they caught me, so I mediced out. They wouldn't let me join. I wanted to, but they wouldn't let me.
I tried, but it didn't work.
You tried to get it. You're like, I got asthma, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, do you have asthma? No. Do you have this? No. But then I had something strange in the.
Wait a minute. In '68, it didn't matter what you said.
Right. That's exactly
Well,
it.
back then, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would have been.
It was Army, Marine, Army.
And that's it, man.
Right.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Air Force.
And it was 11B.
11B. Yep. That's it, man.
We're both 11Bs. But
Yeah. 11B's okay.
But what it is, if you served in the service the way we look, Vietnam,
Back in
you
1974.
supported
Back in 1974, when we were sending troops back, I was stationed in Germany, and they sent me to Vietnam, and we processed the guys back. It was, I was there for 90 days. I was TDY, and you know what? We're all brothers.
At the end of the day, yep.
Whatever
And
military we're in,
You're a very young man.
I am.
If you were in the military, you're a
Thank
brother.
Hey, that's
Appreciate
it. That's
you.
the way I've always looked at it, and I've always.
Appreciate you.
Hey, man, there's a lot of respect that goes both ways too. You guys came before me and helped lay the foundation that we've all built on. So, and our goal is to keep that foundation growing.
But we're brothers.
No, that's it. That's exactly
We're
it.
Army, and we've been doing this for how many years, Tommy?
14.
14.
14 years.
You guys are more than. Hey, if they're getting up, you guys are more than welcome to sit down. Yeah, have a seat, bud.
Yeah,
Saddle
if
up.
y'all want to get on.
Hold on one
you
sec.
can, yeah, just right here. Here you go. Have a seat. Hey, thank you, sir. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Good
you
job,
very much,
Tommy.
sir.
You're the man, dude. You're the one that got this stuff started.
Damn right. I tried to serve, and I would have been with you. I would have been Desert Storm, but they caught me lying about a couple of things, and unfortunately they disqualified me that way.
Yeah,
so,
well, they'll do that every now and then.
but
They'll do it.
Yeah, but then I was surprised because they said, well, just go to your doctor and get a written notice, and they'll let you through. But the CMO rejected that, so I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't have the privilege to serve. But let's talk about you two. Sir, what's your name?
My name's Michael Mendoza.
Michael Mendoza, and you obviously served during Desert
I served
Storm.
Desert Storm from 88 to 91. I left in December of 91.
And what branch?
I was in the Army. I was 13 Bravo.
13 Bravo?
Which is
Infantry.
field artillery.
Field artillery.
11 Bravo was
Bravo.
infantry, and then I was 13 Bravo, which is artillery.
Hopefully you didn't have to lift those heavy shells.
Oh, I did.
Damn.
Yeah, I did.
You got the worst job.
I did.
I want to
No,
be the
it
guy
was-
that goes, pulls
Yeah.
that little thing.
They call us the king of battle when it comes to infantry.
You damn right.
When the infantry getting blowed up, they call us in and we take care of business. They call us king of battle.
When the Marines and the infantry need something, it's you and it's these guys with the jets coming in. So, sir, what is your name, sir?
My name is Tommy Villarreal.
Villarreal.
And,
nice.
Every time me and my brothers do this, and we're all in different branches, we always go to this.
Let me see here.
And it is the fallen.
Yes, sir.
The
Yes,
fallen
sir.
memorial over there off of Cypress Wood. Okay?
Yes. Off Cutting Road. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And we go over there and do our respect first.
Amen.
And then we go. And we do, and us guys, man, we just have such a good time. And there's one thing that I think he said it when we're on the bus. He goes, you know what? If we have a fight and go to jail or whatever, you know what? Now we're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because we're brothers.
That's it, and you're
We're
all going
brothers.
and you're all going together.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the day,
Where we back up each other,
Well,
right.
and that's always been.
What a lot of
when
people
when I was in Europe and Germany, you know what? There's all kinds of nationalities. We're all from all over, from everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? We're brotherhood. That's the way we are.
Well, what I try to explain to people is that, you got brothers and sisters
Amen to that.
that you're born with, and then you got the military, which is a brotherhood that nobody who you are can't get in between us.
No.
We're brothers. We're always going to take care of each other, whether we're sick, whatever we're in times of need. We call our brothers. They're going to be there for us regardless. I'm 100% military. I support my military. I always will. If I could go back now, I would do it in a heartbeat. That's just me. I mean, that's in my blood. But like I said, and I have a brother of mine that's disabled that I took care of, and he don't understand what he knows. Well, we're brothers. I said, yeah, brother, we are brothers, but we're blood brothers.
Right.
But military it's hard to explain. And military brotherhood is a whole different thing.
It is. It's almost undefinable.
Yeah.
The way it really is, because you can't you say brotherhood, but that covers such a broad spectrum of it, really. Because there's so much more that's intertwined with that.
Yeah. The Marines and Army and Air Force and Navy, they always have their disagreements, but when it comes down to it, we're all work together one.
Oh, that's just honest. I mean, that's part of the camaraderie.
Exactly.
I mean, Army. I was prior Army. I mean, you had the Army. We picked on the Marines.
Yeah.
Marines picked on us.
Everybody picks on everybody.
Yeah, that's it, and that's what you do. But at the end of the day, it's like, what'd you say?
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter. You're all there together. I mean,
but this is the first time I've been in this group because they've been trying to get me to do this for years, and I finally did it. Stepped down and said, I'm going to do it this year, and I'm having a very
it seems like you're having a great time.
Hey, we've been doing this for 14 years.
Yeah,
14 years, and you know what? We're still going strong.
Now, what do you call the group? Is there a name for the group? It's just a.
No, we don't have a name.
Hey, watch his mic. There you go.
We don't have a name. We just meet up and we're just friends. We're brothers,
It's like it's basically a veteran troublemakers.
Hello?
Yeah.
We're really good friends.
I was gonna say it's.
But you know what? I live across the street on the other side of Beltway 8 from Camp Hope.
Okay.
And I've been giving money for them all the time.
Oh, that's awesome. That's exactly what we're trying to do here.
I have an air conditioning business, so I have money because I love my veterans. I love my brothers.
I love
and that's what I do.
Hey, that's awesome, and that's what we're trying to do.
So,
I have two questions for you, sir.
Hit him.
All right.
One, do these guys make fun of you for being in the Air Force, calling you the chair force?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Damn them. Yeah.
All the time. Actually, we got a girl, female with us, and her husband. She's been in the Navy for I think 16 years, and then she did her other years, 20 years in the Army. And she's always calling us, like girls in the Air Force. And you know why? Because the Air Force, what we did, and we always do it, and we plow, just plow the field. We're in there first.
Combat controllers.
That's it.
That's right.
We'll plow the field, and then here comes the Army and the Marines.
Yeah. I bet you they don't say chair force when they're calling them for that help, we need a bombing run.
Right.
It's like, didn't you call me the chair force yesterday?
Yeah, that's it. That was in the chow line, wasn't it? I remember that.
Hey, we always had the best food, best chow line.
I was going to say, did you have Marines trying to sneak on base? You got to get out of here.
Oh, no, the Marines, when we were processing back from Vietnam at the end of the war in 74, it was like these guys, they go, do I smell meat? Oh, yeah. Man, they almost ran over us and everything.
Right?
Oh, yeah, we got meat. We had eggs. We didn't have flour,
right?
Whatever, We had real eggs and real food. It was great.
I was stationed at Fort Eustis in Virginia, and I'd occasionally go up to Langley when I had to go do some medical stuff and all that. I remember eating in the chow line. I was like, "Whoa, what is this?
This is real food,
right?
Yeah,
this is it. This doesn't look like someone scraped it off their boot."
Oh, I know it.
All right, sir. My second question.
Yes, sir.
Next year, when you do this, can you pick me up before you go to a place called Bimbo's?
Yeah, that's our first stop. Actually, no, our first stop is the Fallen Warriors Memorial, right there off of Cutton and Cypress Wood. Tell everybody about that.
Well, we'll do.
And we stand there, and been in the military a long time. It still hurts me.
Does it?
And we salute.
Absolutely, buddy.
Our
right.
brothers.
Hey.
Our brothers, and it's great.
It hurts me that I wasn't able to join. It hurts me because I see this brotherhood, and this is like my younger brother. We lived in that family's in a store forever, and and he's so good to me. Yeah. He puts he says, hey, you're part of us too, even though I wasn't.
Yeah.
So I mean,
you're doing a good job.
I'm doing
no matter what.
I was in the Cub Scouts, sir. I was in the Cub Scouts, man. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But man,
I love
with him and myself being a patriot, we love you guys. And when we say thank you, when I was shaking y'all's hands coming in, that wasn't fake. That was I saw heroes walking in. I don't care what you did.
Well,
I saw men and women who have done something that a lot of people could bitch and moan about, but they don't get there and they don't do it.
Well, and back in the day, we had a lot of friends that didn't make it back. And me and my brothers and my brother-in-law, we made it back and we're here, and we served our country and good Lord, it's like I'm lost of words. I'm sorry, but
that's
no,
okay.
You know what?
That's okay.
That's absolutely that's fine.
It's we're here, and we saved this country. We're going to continue to save it.
Yep.
So here we are. Here we are.
That is true.
And one of the things that upsets me is when people say one person can't make a difference. That's crap.
Oh,
because you make a difference. It doesn't matter if you if you do something positive in someone's life one time, you've already changed the world. It may be minute on that level, but but it echoes so much bigger.
Yeah.
That's right. All it takes
Exactly.
all it takes is one guy to say chair for us. You're like,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
Sorry, can't help you.
Yeah.
No, but no, you're right. What you just said, and that's awesome.
And I mean that's the way I feel. That's when I signed the dotted line, like most of you.
Yeah.
That's what I felt when I signed it. I felt like I was doing my part to have a positive impact, and y'all did, because what y'all did. You may not think about it, but you laid the foundation and the groundwork for the younger generation, such as ourselves, to come up.
And back in the day, back in Vietnam War, we were never recognized.
No.
When we got back from Vietnam and we landed in San Francisco, they spit at us.
That's
We did
disgusting.
not get recognized until after Desert Storm.
That is true, and that's disgusting.
And it really was.
Yeah.
And but you know what? It took that long.
It does, and unfortunately, it takes a long time to wrong a right or to right a wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like you guys had mentioned earlier, we are getting better as the United States, getting better of taking care of the vets. It is a complete difference to what it was when during Vietnam.
Exactly. And to me that was wrong. It had to take that long.
It did. Now that's the part that
appalling.
Appalling. That was. Oh, I don't know. What to say. And I remember I used to apply at a company, and I would put Vietnam veteran, and I'm a veteran.
Yeah.
And they would not hire me because of that, because they said we were losers. And I said,
That's
no, we weren't
pathetic.
losing. It was a political war.
It was. That's all it was.
And you know what? And so I started putting that in, and then I got hired.
Yep. And
I wasn't
that's
a
sad.
Vietnam veteran.
See, that's one of those things that should bump you up. The fact that you did serve, you signed the dotted line, and you can keep moving forward when times get tough.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what the really taking it on
Exactly.
is.
Well, and then I had to go to college in order to get a good job, and the military paid for that. But why are you denying me a job because I was a Vietnam veteran? And because we're not losers, we're winners.
Come on, man. Yeah, that's a.
You're damn right you are.
I would actually argue that the government didn't pay for it, you paid for it, and the government paid you back.
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
That's essentially what it is. I mean, that's
yes, sir.
And,
correctly.
And
no, sir.
I'm sorry, I'm out of here. Thank y'all again. I'm out, man.
All right,
hey,
man.
thank you so much.
I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for coming on, bud. Now,
Sometimes
sir, you said
the world's crazy.
But anyway, thank you guys for letting me speak for a little bit.
Absolutely, thank you.
And speaking the truth.
We're privileged and honored you came on.
And this is the way it happened. Y'all probably weren't even born back then, or y'all were young.
Thank
and
you, sir.
Didn't know that.
Thank you for saying I
was the one born.
Now, before you go, you said you own an air conditioning business?
Yes, I do.
What is the name of it? Let's get a plug for
It's called GT Air Conditioning and Heating, and I'm over by Jersey Village area.
Okay.
Okay.
So, if y'all need anything, 281-932-5856.
Can you
All right.
Can you repeat that one more time, bud?
GT Air Conditioning, right?
281-932-5856. And the only reason I named it GT Air Conditioning is because my wife is called Gina, and I'm Tommy.
And you're
Oh,
Tommy.
nice. I like that.
No, hold
no
on.
way, no way.
No,
that
I
did not
figured
just
it out.
happen.
I figured it out. You told your wife that, but you wanted a Mustang GT, and that's what you did.
No, actually.
This man is now apparently a liar.
But Tommy used to work on the docks. But Gina dreams of running away.
I am actually going to say that Tommy and his crew, they've been here before on Veterans Day.
This is Gina and Tommy. Look at that, GT.
Do you have another one of those cards, bud? Or can we keep that one?
And if you look in the back, it's got one of my company trucks.
Nice.
Nice.
No. We appreciate
Sir, do you have another one of these?
No, that's my last one.
Can we keep that?
Can we
You
keep
can
this?
keep that.
We
Okay,
want to
you can
put
keep
it
that,
on our
yeah.
banner. We
There you go. Yeah.
We love to put it on a banner with UFC
Exactly.
fighters, other places we've
You
been.
know, whenever I do the, what's that parade on that they do on 1960?
Is it the
Shamrock?
Oh, the St.
Parade.
St. Patrick's
St. Patty's Parade.
Yeah.
Well, Crazy Frogs over there of 1960 and Willowbrook, they put my banner in the back.
We don't recognize or acknowledge that bar.
We do not know that bar here at Two Mules, sir. Tommy.
Two Mules. Oh, I'm sorry. Two Mules doesn't.
Tommy, read the room.
I'm actually friends with the owners of it, so I'm totally fine with it.
Oh yeah, so now you can now we can run into a little bit.
Savannah.
Yeah. But anyway, me and my guys, we do a lot of shopping strips and we do residential. And
okay, good.
We've
deal.
been around business since 1984.
Just call me when you're going to Bimbo's, all right? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we just left there about 2 hours ago.
I know, but next year we get it, But Tommy, hey, from my heart, thank you so much for your service.
Guys,
and
you
your
guys are
brothers and
doing a
sisters.
great job.
Hey, I appreciate
Thank you
that.
very much.
I'm going to give so much money more, and I write it off. So,
Awesome.
and I love to give to my military guys.
Awesome. That's appreciate that. Tom.
And let me just honestly say, Tommy and his guys have been here more than once, and we
And you let them back in?
Honestly, they're responsible. They take a party bus. They come in the door. They come out. They support all branches, and we appreciate the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Almost every guy in his crew walked in and was like, I know you, even though I haven't seen him in a year, 2
Yeah.
years, 3 years. And they walked in the door and said, they were like, I remember you bought us a round of shots. And I'm apparently about to have to go do it again because these are some drinking dudes.
Yeah, we do it.
There ain't nothing
Hey, guys.
better.
Hey, y'all are doing a great job. You know what?
No,
Thank
we
you, Tommy.
we
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. We appreciate you coming in. We appreciate everything you did.
Yeah.
We appreciate you giving these guys the time
Absolutely,
to
man.
actually
Thank you
stop
so
and
much.
tell your story. Because you
Man.
guys actually have a real story. It's not a my truth. It's a real story.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's just like I said about coming back from Vietnam. So look at that.
Yeah, that's it.
Amen.
Bring it up. You can see it. But
I-
you know
I-
what?
I lived
but
through
you
it
know
with my
what?
dad,
After
so yeah.
Desert Storm, we were finally recognized.
That's
And you're recognized today.
yeah.
And
That's
and I've got more ribbons. I have more ribbons, but this is my Vietnam ribbons.
it. What,
I see that.
What did you receive?
I've got the National Defense, the Vietnam ribbon, and the campaign Vietnam ribbon.
Okay.
Tommy,
Nice.
I don't want to brag, but with the Cub Scouts, I have the starting a fire ribbon.
legal or
I
otherwise.
actually got kicked out of the Cub Scouts for the starting the fire ribbon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, I got kicked out too, but I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Thank you,
Thank
Tommy.
you, guys.
Thank you
Love
so much.
y'all.
Watch
No
your
problem.
hands.
Love you
Thank
too,
you,
man.
buddy. Thank you so much.
I'll be right down there and actually just find out what you guys want. We're buying you guys around. And
bless y'all.
Tommy,
Go ahead. bud.
let Devin know I'm going to buy you guys around. We appreciate the crap out of you guys. All right?
What are we doing? What is it for? Tell me. Give me a little background.
Well, actually, it's more your background we're interested in.
We've done our show.
Yeah, I'm actually really
were-
upset that I missed
So that-
I couldn't get in and hear when the two guys were going. I'm sure that was entertaining. I'm
It
gonna have
was
to rewind.
great.
I'm gonna have
It
to
was
rewinding
great.
it back into it because that probably had to be some of the coolest stuff you've heard in a long time.
Are we talking about Tommy and Charlie?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
nuts.
Well, Tommy,
Right.
Charlie, and then I can't remember the other guy's name. And you are a veteran, sir.
Oh, yeah.
All right, please tell us your name. Tell us when you served.
Yeah, Jacob Upchurch.
Here, speak closer to the mic.
Yeah, Jacob Upchurch. 1998 to 2016.
Wow.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob.
And what service were you in, sir?
Navy.
Navy?
Navy?
Okay. What'd you do in the Navy, bud?
You want that
Was
guy
it-
that points the direction of the aircraft?
He rescued the Coast Guard.
Coast Guard, don't get me involved.
Oh no.
More times than you
Brad's
know.
Navy. Oh, we make Coast Guard jokes around here.
Oh, you have to. You have to.
Everybody loves Coasty jokes.
Yeah, that's it. They're kind of the little brother.
First
that
off,
everybody-
Jacob, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Jacob, hey, thank you for your service, dude.
I appreciate it.
I know we're shaking hands and we're on Facebook Live, but we really mean it, man. We
Yeah,
really want to let you guys
man.
know.
We're 100%. We're 100% owned veteran company. I served 4 years in the Army. I did 2003 to 2007.
Right on, brother.
And I did. Yeah, I mean, I did it during that time. But yeah, we're actually a fantasy football business, but it's turned into a lot more now.
Yeah, my fantasy sucks right now.
Hey, that's okay.
I'm going to step out for another veteran. So
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
thank you, Colin.
Hey, thank you, Colin.
Look,
Appreciate you.
He's
jumping on.
bragging, but I served 8 years in the Cub Scouts, so you know.
Yeah, he's got me.
Hey.
That's it.
we got the Cub
That's
Scout.
it.
Yeah.
But when they told me something about Weeblos, I got out of there. I was
Yeah.
like,
I didn't make it past Weeblos.
I was
so
like,
you did
wait,
better
rub
than I
2
did.
sticks together, make one? No.
He's got me in time and service. So. But,
Here comes a jarhead.
right off the bat.
Right
off the bat. Damn.
You don't go anywhere without this guy, sir. You don't go anywhere without the Navy.
That's right.
He's
That's
our
what-
famous Uber driver.
Yeah,
Best
this is-
Uber driver.
That's why he's here.
Anyway, sir, what's your name? When did you serve? And, of course, you're a Marine.
My name's Eric Clove. I served in 89 to 98, and
What did you do in the Corps?
I was with the 24th MU, 2nd Force Recon.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Oh,
okay. Good
wow.
deal. Good deal, man. That's awesome, man. Good stuff. I know they're rounding up. I think they're. But hey, check us out. We're actually raising money for Camp Hope. That's what the big process is. You know, obviously, I don't know if you are familiar with Camp Hope. They're doing some great things for a lot of the soldiers, seamen, and airmen that are come back with PTSD. They help do some great things. But like I said, follow us on DynastyWise, man. We'd love to have you guys out for some future events and all that because we're big into veterans. And I know.
Y'all do a great job. I just want to see more people.
Hey, that's what we're trying to
give more money to y'all.
Hey, buddy, they're going to wait on us. Don't worry about
Hey,
it.
we got
I
this
guess you're
looks
driving
low.
They
This-
can't leave without us.
This looks kind of low, but
You got
we
Camp
have
Hope
other,
and you got the
we have
Wounded
other
Warriors. I mean, y'all give back to people that have done stuff for our country that they don't want to talk about, they don't want to be about. But
and that's it. And that, to me, at the end of the day, we want them to come back and feel that they're home.
Exactly.
That's always one of the big hiccups because you are home. You're here with basically a brotherhood that's there, and that's what I like. What you guys are doing with stuff like this, going out and doing a pub crawl. Come on, man, how is that? That is awesome.
That's
for
awesome.
That's great for morale and camaraderie.
Hey, so look, this is a local deal. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, we all get together every year. It's a bunch of friends that hang out at this club, and we decided to rent a bus and just go and get hammered with each other.
Yes.
And it's so much fun, man.
Oh,
We get
did-
on the bus, and believe it or not, the most fun we have is between pubs.
You do.
We have the most fun. We talk more trash between pubs than we do when we get to the pub. When we get to the pub, we don't even talk to each other.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
on the bus between here, it's like, we're bashing each other.
You
and
got to, man.
It's so
Come on.
much fun. I tell you what.
That's the best thing for camaraderie, man, is getting there and having a good
great.
time.
That's right. I'm not gonna lie, this man here scares me. He looks like a drill sergeant.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was.
He
He
was.
was.
I
So he
called
was.
that. I
He
called
was a
that.
DI.
That's Gunny.
Yep.
That's
Gunny.
Gunny.
He's got to be a Gunny.
He's got the look.
Hey,
Come on, Gunny.
He's also put more Marines in the
Right?
military
Yeah.
than you can shake his stick.
I
So he was a gunny, and then he was a recruiter. He's something
What's
else.
that?
Yeah, he still has that. He's,
In the military for like 20 years.
Yeah.
I've been in the military for 20 years.
Army and
Oh.
Navy.
Army and Navy.
oh
right.
wow.
Army and then Navy.
Wait, which one first?
So this is my wife. This is my wife.
This your wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to hit on your wife. Came in and
Yeah,
you said
back-
you gotta.
hey, back
I was
off.
like, I sucked in my guy. I was like, how are
Yeah.
you doing, man? I was like, "Ugh."
No good. It won't work, man.
So it was-
It's
it
not
was-
about
Yeah.
the gut.
When she came by, that's all I got though.
Yeah. No, I know.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
She's a handful.
Yeah.
Is she the handful?
You said it was Army first
Right.
and then Navy. or-
Army, yeah, and then she was out for a while, and then she
Oh.
met this great recruiter.
Aerosol.
Bada
wow.
bing, bada bang.
He's still a good salesman. I guess she's still
Yeah.
around.
Hey,
So
Congrats.
Open probe support and close.
You got to respect
right.
anybody that did 20 years in service.
Dang right, man.
that's
I
it.
love it.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys for
Hey, thank y'all so
thank
much.
y'all for
Hey,
what
thank
you're
all
doing.
y'all for your service. We really
Hey,
appreciate
Camp
it.
Hope. I don't
No-
know where this
no
is going,
problem, man.
but hey, donate. I don't know who's
Yeah, to
listening.
the camera right here,
Yeah,
bud.
hey, donate. Camp Hope. We need it. Wounded Warriors.
Yes, you are.
Let them have it. PTSD is
You're fine.
real. Everybody, please give some money to this. This is a great cause. These guys are doing a good job.
All right, thank
We're
you.
doing
need
our
to
best for y'all.
Hand it over. Bring it over. Look, we got like $5 in this tip jar. Y'all need to come out.
Come on.
2 mules. We need you.
Yep.
They just got to keep me away from
Hey,
guys.
brothers. Thank you so
Hey,
much for
thank
what
you
you're
so
doing.
much,
You're
guys.
welcome.
We love
Thank
you.
No problem.
Thank you all
Thanks
for
for having
supporting
I
us.
love you.
Hey,
man.
absolutely, man.
Thank
we'll,
you guys.
We'll
We
definitely
certainly
see you guys
appreciate
next
it.
year. We'll get
We
y'all some more
appreciate
night
y'all
mic
very
time
much.
next time.
Thank you very much. Hey, man. Yeah, no problem, man. Yep. Yeah, no problem. We want to thank you. All right. No problem. And we hope to get this money. Sometimes I see money, I go, guys, I can take this 5, turn it 100, trust me. But, I think we'll get it to Camp Hope. No problem, sir. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
In case you are just tuning in, we just had probably one of the coolest moments on DynastyWise that we've had ever.
Pat, I'm not going to lie. When Tommy was here, I teared up.
Hey, that's okay, dude.
I teared up. Well, there's a lot of smoke in here. It wasn't
no,
me tearing
yeah,
up,
man, it's just that conversation,
To see him tear up, it warmed my heart, and it brought, because you could feel his love and passion for his brothers and sisters.
But that is a really, really cool thing. Can we see it in the background? Hopefully they can see that bus. They actually have a bus that they're going around doing a pub crawl. They go down to the memorial at Cypress Wood and Cutton. They pay their respects, and then they go out and do drinking and they continue to pay respects in that way too.
Raising hell now, drinking for their fallen,
Yeah, it's
drinking for the brotherhood, the sisterhood.
What a cool deal, man! I hate to see them go because we could have gone on for hours with them.
I was blown away. They were just great people,
you know. That was awesome. That was one of the coolest moments we've had, and that was just next time. Honestly, if we can catch them earlier, we'll get them on a rotation and get them working it because that was great. Hearing some of their stories and where they come from, what branches, and because even like that, man, it's all different branches joining together to go out and have a good time.
Yeah,
it's
like the one guy came up and said what I said to Tommy. He said, "Hey, here's the chair for us," and he walked off last. One on mic, but I heard it. But it's like they can say that, but if somebody came up, wasn't served, obviously they gave me the okay.
Right.
I brought it up. He laughed. Good situation. But if somebody come up and say, "Hey, chair force," like I guarantee all those guys would have gone, "What the fuck did you just say to him?"
Yeah.
And I nailed that the big strong black guy.
The gunny.
I said that dude scares me. That is a drill instructor.
Yeah, that dude. He had the moment he looked at me, dude. I honestly, I almost shit my pants.
Yours dropped.
It all came back to me. He's like, "I'll beat my face, sir. I'll beat my face."
I mean, he had that perfect straight up posture.
Yeah, dude. He was peering down from his hat.
Seriously, I saw that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Jeff called it. He's like, dude. I looked at him. I was like, dude. It's one of those people that you look at him like, dude. That dude has trained some people to kill.
That's what I said when they were. I said, I'm scared of this guy. I said, I guarantee you, this guy was a drill instructor, and all the veterans. I said, he was. That's good. I said, well, of course he's a gunny.
Yeah.
Him and Clint Eastwood are gunnies.
Yeah, he nailed it, man. He nailed it.
That was pretty cool having him on, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Got him on a little rotation and all that.
Amazing time. Oh, great. Well, we went from veterans now back to
the worst people alive.
Hey, I'm not going to say you're the worst person I've ever met, but you're certainly
you
not
are top 5.
the best person I've ever
met.
met.
Can I tell you a story to make myself the worst person alive?
Oh, dude, I don't know if I want to hear it because I have such a high opinion of you right now.
Well,
what kind of story do we want?
The one that make you the worst person in the world.
There's a lot of them.
Can I guess the story?
Yeah.
You had sex with a special handicapped girl.
No, my sister's handicapped. I don't do that.
I'm talking on the spectrum.
No, I don't fuck retards.
Okay, I'm going to say you did, and then instead of taking her home, you put her on a bus to Arizona. Yes or no?
That's Jake. He puts people on the bus.
Okay.
He puts people on buses.
You didn't, pick her up and pull over on the freeway and go, and she's like, "It's a movie about cars?" And you said, "Yes, it is."
Is this something you did?
Yes.
Holy shit.
He paid for it, though.
I am not the worst person at this table.
No.
I'm not the worst person in the world.
No, you should hear the stuff I laugh at.
But
he's reined
in. Please tell us your...
Do we want a funny story then?
Yes.
We want funny, but we want...
Louisiana story?
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints are doing pretty well. I can do a New Orleans story.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so... It's always great when you have to realize you're gonna tell this story.
I'm gonna buckle up because when a guy goes
on camera, which is never good. Are you getting ready to just put us off air? It's not that bad.
We're off air.
No,
we're off air
we're
now.
on.
No,
Yeah.
we're off now.
So
Go ahead.
what's actually going on here is I'm going to school at Sam Houston, and we're going to New Orleans for a baseball game in the spring. So we head over there. We're drinking the entire way. We get there. We're fucking around, whatever. And they're like, "Oh, it's $10 at 7 o'clock," because we get there 4 or 5 in the afternoon on a Friday night. And like, "Oh, it's $10 all you can drink for 6 hours."
I was about to say
that's gonna be
Jesus.
amazing.
Yes.
And 6 hours might only be 2 hours. Actually, I think it's 2 hours.
All right.
So
6 sounds better.
Yeah, but it doesn't need to be 6. It's probably 2.
That's true.
So we get to the bar. We're hanging out. We pay our $10 to get in. It's free drinks, whatever, at this point. So I'm drinking just whiskey and Cokes. Whiskey and Sprites, actually, at this time.
Okay.
And then my buddy's brother comes up, younger brother, who's a freshman in college, and was like, hey, do you want some ecstasy? I'm like, yeah, this can't go wrong.
Never.
Like 30 minutes in, I'm like, fuck it. How many you got? He's like, I got 8. I'm like, I'll do 2. I'll just take 2. He's like, all right. Because I've done 10 tabs in a night at this point, and I've realized ecstasy in excess is not a good idea for anybody.
Were you looking for glow sticks to start dancing?
No. So I take these 2. I take these 2 hanging out. No one knows I'm on ecstasy that I'm hanging out with at this point, except for his brother, who's not telling anybody. So
hold on. I've never done ecstasy, but what was the base ecstasy?
At that time, a lot of it was acid based, so I don't really remember. I'll tell you why. It's gonna happen.
Well, because you
the
took
story
acid,
will definitely
basically.
take on more. So
no comment.
I'm really fucked up within like 30 minutes.
I
But
bet.
I decide like once you do ecstasy, you only drink vodka and orange juices because you need orange juice for the vitamin C to help the ecstasy.
Yeah,
that's true.
Mature.
though.
But I'm drinking for
Allegedly.
free.
That's what they say.
I'm drinking for free at this point for another hour and a half where it's like, fuck it, this can't be bad. Just vodka and orange juice, vodka and orange juice, vodka and orange juice, vodka and orange juice. Pounding them.
Why do we not have
I
flying
end up
cars?
dancing.
We figure out
on the
orange
dance
juice
floor.
helps ecstasy, but we can't have flying cars.
Yeah, I mean,
Prisoners draw
one
these beautiful
science-
pieces of the bar, but everyone's figuring out, well, if you drink orange juice, ecstasy. Nobody's working out on a flying car.
They figured flying cars out, but they're just really dangerous because they fall out of the sky and kill people.
Yeah.
And that's the actual problem with flying cars.
Well, that's what you
Nah,
see.
screw it. That's what you get.
I'm really
So you're
fucked
drinking
up.
orange juice.
Like, I'm really fucked up. I'm probably like 8 vodka and orange juices in. I've been fucked up all day already. So, I'm dancing with this girl on the dance floor. It's probably 8 o'clock in the evening. It's way too early to be dancing with anybody that you don't know.
Right?
Right?
You're on ecstasy. It
So,
doesn't matter.
I'm like, fuck it. She's like, oh, I got to take a break. I'm like, cool. And she walks away, and in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't get her number, and there's no way I'm going to be able to talk to this chick again if I don't get her number because I don't know what the fuck I'm at. I don't know who she is, and I'm not probably going to remember what she looked like, which I didn't even when I was like, after she left, I was like, fuck, who was she? But she went into the girls' restroom, so I followed.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Awesome decision
Yeah,
on
this-
my part.
These are the
So
vodka
I
and-
walk in the girls' restroom.
What could go
All
wrong?
the girls look at me at this point and like, what the fuck? I'm like, no. I just want to ask you for your number. Obviously, not a great idea.
You have good intentions here.
Next thing I remember
that's not-
is
that's
a
not
bouncer pulling me out of the bar. I'm
All
like,
right.
oh, okay. And then I black out, and I wake up the next morning. Okay, no, fuck. This actually is worse because there's another morning part of this. So, I don't have a shattered face at this point, but now I wake up in a truck. I think
Oh,
it's my
no.
buddy's truck in his subdivision, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So I'm sitting here, we're drinking, like not drinking, like they allow me, like they wake me up, and these random people out of this truck that I thought was my buddy's truck.
All right.
I'm like, oh God, like you're not my buddy. Like, what the fuck is this? And, like, so I'm thinking about to fight these random people that are like waking me up in this truck that I've broken into at this point. I'm like, no. So it's Louisiana, so the very normal thing probably happens to them. Is like
Must be a Tuesday.
Random people waking up inside of their truck.
Yeah.
So they take me inside. They're trying to talk to me and try to figure out what the fuck's going on. I'm telling my buddy's name. Obviously, I'm slurring because they don't understand what I'm saying. I'm like, he has the same truck as you, bro. Whatever, right? So these people are like, all right, you can chill here. Just don't walk down this hall. As soon as they say that, I'm like,
Oh, you-
what's down this
saying
hall?
walk down the
Don't
hall.
push the button. Don't
I gotta
push the
go.
button.
I gotta find out what's down this hall.
Yeah.
So I just start going down this hall. Next thing I remember is I wake up in the fucking lawn of some house. I don't know if it's the same house
You
or
were
a
time
different house.
traveling.
Yeah, all throughout the night. But no, so it's super foggy. So foggy. If you've ever been to Louisiana, when you wake up and when it's foggy, it is a disaster. You can't see 100 feet, 20 feet.
All
It's probably 40 feet is all you can really see, and then it's just blurry. So I'm stand up. I'm looking around like, Jesus Christ. I have to lay back down on the yard and just wait for the sun to break it. I am sitting there for 3 more hours until the sun breaks. And I see the stop sign. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this is the street. I'm going to walk down the street. I walk down to the stop sign just thinking maybe I'll find out where I'm going. I don't know where I'm at this point. And as soon as I hit the stop sign, my buddy's truck is actually on the next street over, and I can see it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was only like 50 feet away from being happy the entire night.
Yeah.
But instead, I went there. But I woke up the next morning, or that day, I went back to sleep, missed the baseball game that I was going to, broken jaw, broken face,
Oh, brother.
orbital bone, all of that.
Oh, man.
My face was numb. And didn't go to the doctor because that's for pussies. My teeth were numb for 2 years. My face was numb for about 6 months. Pretty wild, that story.
Is that from walking down the hall?
No, I'm pretty sure it was from getting my ass kicked by somebody in that whole series. I don't know who
You
or
walked
when.
down the hall and you got your ass kicked.
That
That's
was
why
my
they
theory.
Probably.
dumped you on the lawn.
That was my theory.
More
That's
than likely.
That's why you woke up in out in the lawn. They said, this guy.
Probably.
I told you not to walk down the hall.
Jesus Christ, but they're going to let you wake up in their car randomly? That's what's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
They should have beat me up then.
But they were nice. They took you home. It's like finding.
I was already at their house.
It was like finding a stray dog.
It was just so weird. But that's another shitty story. That's like a light shitty story, but definitely a shitty story.
Yeah, that one's not. Yeah, that
So
one's,
kids, when doing ecstasy, make sure your friends don't let you leave them randomly.
Yeah, that's kind of some bitch ass moves by
And
your,
drink
by your
orange
buddies.
juice.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Maybe you became too much of a handle. They said, you know what?
I definitely did.
He's on his own.
They let him roll
That's
out on
normal.
that one.
Yeah, we're
So
gonna close it out.
okay.
Man. Go ahead. Yeah. So I'll run
Wait,
it.
what?
You ready?
All right.
Yeah, whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah.
I know it was cool having the veterans on and all that.
It was great. They were amazing, dude.
This
that
show
was
was kind
one
of
the
lame
best.
until they got on. I'm just being honest.
They were great.
Damn.
No, they were cool, man. They had some cool stories, and they shared a lot of them. A lot of Vietnam and Desert Storm, and Iraq. I mean, there's some cool
No, I
stories.
mean,
out
that's just so cool.
Well, that's why
that
we wanted
people
to do it
actually
today.
Went through that and
A
lived
lot
that.
of heart,
That's just
passion.
And that,
unbelievable,
yeah.
honestly.
And they're doing it was a cool little pub crawl, man. And they said they do
going
it.
around getting hammered.
Well,
I heard
yeah, that's
that
exactly
part.
that's exactly what they do. They do it every year.
Yeah, they
Okay.
go to the memorial off Cutton and Cypresswood, and then they go to a place called Bimbo's. And I'm like, that's time. Take
Yeah,
me
I
to
know.
Oh,
Bimbo's.
that's Tomball right there.
Yeah, Tomball.
Yeah.
Bimbos, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a trailer
Yeah.
Yeah.
with serves liquor.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It
even
is
better.
amazing.
All right. That's fair enough. And I think they
It's
do.
It's
Like
double wide.
Cypress
It is
and
definitely a double
249
wide
area.
trailer though.
It's
Yeah.
a double wide though. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at least
It's classy.
They were fantastic.
it's
That's
double
all I can
classy, is
say.
what it is.
Yeah, double classy. But I guess we're wrapping it up, right?
Yeah, we're getting ready to roll out. We wanted to jump on here for a little bit. Hey, if you would, man, go ahead and plug your show, bud. I know it's moved times.
All right, we're on TuneIn at 2 to 4, KTXF on. Then it's called Too Hot, Too Cold, or actually Too Hot to Handle, Too Cold to Hold. But you can find us on Twitter at Too Hot, Too Cold Sports.
There it
And
is.
that
This is so
is-
confusing. This whole shit. We're just a mess.
We know. We're right there with you.
Yeah, we understand. Trust me.
And that is on
We do.
the TuneIn app.
Yeah.
We-
KT.
It's a freaking app. I said TuneIn.
You
Yeah,
did.
And I
did.
said KTXF.
Yeah.
I said it all.
Houston
Just
Premier,
randomly.
I didn't like the way you said it.
incorrectly. I know. It was terrible, right?
It kind of was. I hate to tell you.
Houston Preeminence, by the way. Houston Preeminence.
Preeminence.
But it's a free download for the
Yes.
TuneIn app. These guys are hilarious, man.
Great
Get the
show.
TuneIn app. It's free. Tune in to KTXF. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold.
This is Kyle.
Thank y'all. Quigley.
Kyle.
At Not The Real KQ on Twitter.
All right.
I don't want to give you any more information because then you'll look me up and you're like, oh
So-
my God, he's almost
Get
killed
back
people
on the
before,
security
in the
number?
prison. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is-
what is your social security number?
so this
I was
is
going.
that's it. That's how the hallway people are going to find you. That's him.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah. And we just waited to wait for his Twitter handle
No,
to come
they've
out.
already found me. I've done all that. I've through all that.
It's
Okay.
some KJ. Marion, we found him. You know?
And we
Jesus.
are DynastyWise fantasy. Actually, it's DynastyWise Sports now.
Yes.
We're covering everything, just about all sports, including, and make sure you check us out on Monday through Friday. We're on 8 to 10, various shows. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday is our big fantasy, or Saturday mornings, 8 to noon is our big fantasy shows to help you guys get your lineups ready.
Dog dick.
And and we're here at Two
Penis.
Mules Tavern, who have been awesome again.
Sorry.
Yes.
Colin has been doing a great job. But again, check us out on the TuneIn app, KTXF, Houston Preeminence. We are the
I'll
DynastyWise
tell
guys.
you off the air.
Thank you for everything, and thank you, veterans.
Happy
Thank
Veterans
everyone.
Day, guys.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you,
Thank
veterans.
you for your service, boys.
Yes.
And
Thank
ladies.
you all for your service. No, I can do it more than you. I will do more than you.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.